everyone, and welcome back to Call of the Netherdeep here on Dork Tales. I hope you all had happy holidays. We are finally back after what feels like, I mean, it's only been a week, but it feels like a long time, guys.
Feels like a long
I feel like
time.
we've been trapped in a deep nethery space for thousands of years. Or hundreds.
I mean, this week felt like it with the snow. I felt trapped.
You had a good week trapped in nethery depths, Chris?
Anyway,
hello everybody, welcome back. We are very excited to be hopping back into game, and we hope that you're going to join us now that we are finally inside of the Netherdeep. So, a little bit of introductions before we begin. Hi everybody, I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. Are you seeing him? And I'm very excited to be back here, even though, oh boy, this chapter is stressful. So I hope you don't mind me taking a couple of pauses to hem and haw now and again, because there's a lot of stuff going on. The characters have finally made it down into the Netherdeep, and we are beginning the game right there at the base of the Netherdeep in the Grottoes of Regret. We're in the end game now, suckers, so I'm very excited to be here. Let's go around in a big circle, and let's start with Robin.
Hello, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, as does Kaeko Skaar, our Goliath barbarian, who am excited to play for. We're finally in that deep nether, and it's a good time, man. I'm excited. Had a good Christmas. Snow was stressful for traveling, but other than that, it was great.
Nice. What's your favorite present you got?
Ooh boy. I am very torn between this foot massager that I currently have going underneath my desk and the Star Wars theme Instant Pot that I got.
I would go with the Instant Pot. I think that's pretty great.
I made a pork roast for the first time in it today, and boy, I've never had pork so tender.
Nice. All right, let's pass over to Christa. Hi, Christa. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Dang right, it's Merry Christmas. Hello, I'm Christa. I use she, they, or her, them pronouns, and I play Sabina Moorden, our Lotusden Halfling, Beastmaster Ranger, and Hexblade Warlock of Coralon, rival of a rival, and her beast companion Dax the Moorbounder.
I'm glad you added that.
I am becoming Mother of Dragons.
Yes, you are. Christa of Dragons.
Becoming?
Christa of Dax.
Yeah.
Becoming? You're already there.
All right, Christa, what's the best thing that you got or happened to you over the holidays?
Oh goodness. I got many good fun things. I think my new bigger Awala bottle is the greatest thing ever. If you don't have one of these, you should get one, because they have a built-in straw and drinkable, so you can either drink it as a straw or drink it like a water bottle. Not sponsored, could be sponsored. Awala, hit us up. Or possibly these very gay Kraken dice that one of my girlfriends bought me. So they're very gay, and they come with a D2, which is very cool.
Nice. All right, let's pass down to Chris. Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hello. It's Chris here. I go by a Diggy blog in the chat and on the Discord. And I will be playing Dorlen Wildrock, the hyper not focused gnome artificer of the group who likes to touch everything. It was a great Christmas, and I'd like to point out that there's a Christa, Christine, and a Chris on this game, so there's a lot of Chris partying going on.
That is a lot of Chris partying. It's almost too much Chris.
We need to plan like a full like Chris/Nick, like St. Nicholas and like Kris Kringle. I think we need a full like that game of just like Chris's and Nicks.
Or you just get the Kelly, Chris, Christa, Christine. Like, it's just like the...
Yes. It's amazing.
I support this fully.
Amazing.
And you have to...
No one will ever know who's talking to who.
Yep. We'll just go, hey, ka. Like, just use the ka. Chris. Yeah, how are you doing today?
That's what happens at my house. It's someone we're Christa Cal Kara. So every grandparent goes, you.
Nice. Chris, what was the best thing that happened to you over the holidays?
I got to spend it with some lovely people. I think one of my favorite things was all the baby stuff that we got. There was a this awesome carrier that like for like an infant and like that you can wear and different things and like toddler and it was pretty sweet. And then I got a Snorlax onesie, so I'm pretty pretty happy about that. It has little tiny claws. I love it. What else? This really awesome advent calendar, a whole bunch of gift cards to help gear towards some stuff. I think I won the most on the scratch and win, $6 in a free play.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and lots of good food, some good times with the family, and
Nice. All right, and then let's say hello to Caitlan. We can't because Caitlan's at work. Caitlan will be here in a little bit. So when Caitlan suddenly shows up, it'll be a surprise for everyone. And I'm sure that her best Christmas was spending it with you, Chris.
Aww.
Or perhaps getting like chocolate because everybody likes getting chocolate for Christmas.
I would be so lucky.
Nice. All right, finally, last but not least, Christine. Or I guess not last because Caitlan still has to show up. So technically you're not last this time.
Wow. That's different. But hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Zenada Vosh, our orc fighter of the Echo Knight Persuasion. And yeah, Christmas was great. So
nice. And what was your favorite thing that you got or happened to you this Christmas?
well, I did eat almost an entire package of Lynn chocolates yesterday, which was pretty fantastic. But I also got some really nice jewelry, so I am very happy with that.
And Kelly, what was your favorite thing about Christmas?
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Christmas, I got a lot of sleep this week, which was pretty great. Until last night. I didn't get much sleep last night. I think my favorite thing this Christmas probably has to do with Charlie's dog sweater. If I gotta pick, probably to do with sweaters, because I also bought myself a sweater at Old Navy that was very, very much in the same vein as like the Chris Evans sweater from Knives Out, and I kind of dig it. So
it's a really nice sweater. So
it was $25, so I'm feeling pretty good about
even
that.
better. That's a really nice sweater.
But I think that's top tier. That and the fact that my dog now has a stuffed candy cane. Those are some like a big stuffed candy cane. Those are some of my favorite things. And also I got to spend it with loved ones, which is always great, you know. But I got to sleep, which is even more important. Yeah, so that's it for me. Anything else before we begin, before we hop into this, before we talk about anything fun?
I would like to say it sounds like everybody really enjoyed the holiday special and it was lots of fun. So thank you again, Kelly, for letting that happen, because it was very, very enjoyable. And I know I've had at least one person tell me they've watched it 4.5 times. So it was it was really, I'm really glad that everyone enjoyed that mayhem as we did, because I know those of us that played and were in it had a lot of fun.
That game was great.
Which I think through. Christine
That game was
being
ridiculous.
the primary chaos was a wonderful turn, and it made me very, very happy.
It was a really fun game. I'm sorry that the Twitch version of that crashed so many times, but it is up on YouTube as well. I think I figured out what the problem is with OBS. I know those are famous last words. And I also wanted to apologize. Last Netherdeep was potato quality, because I was trying to fix some things in OBS to make it stop crashing, and I accidentally turned on potato mode. From the looks of it. So last episode, it's like every time we talk, we're having like an acid trip where our faces are melting with pixels. And that was my bad. I'm sorry. But I love you and I hope that you stay with me. Don't leave us. But yeah, if you want to do some great stuff for Christmas though, you can make Robin's life more stressful, because we are only 2 patrons, 4 if it takes till the end of the month, away from the Radiant Citadel. And I've already got my character concept, and you guys are gonna like it because I do get to do weird stuff with my hair. If you approve it on the Patreon, but I'm pretty sure you will.
Panic at the Citadel, Robin. I want to see much panic.
At the Citadel.
Much
I have panic. I have
much
panic.
ado about the Citadel.
I have a shirt coming for that, so you know, it's gotta happen, guys. Gotta happen.
It's gonna be great. So go to the Patreon, sign up if you haven't already. All right, before we begin, I just need to do a quick check. I need your corruption levels, everybody. Kaeko, what's your corruption level?
0.
Okay, Sabina. You're at 2 now, right?
2, yes.
Okay, Dorlen, you're at 1.
Dorlen doesn't get corrupt. He just thinks of different ways. 1.
Okay,
It's
well, all right. I'll cross out the 0 then. Xarria. Okay. And Zenada, you're at 0, right? Okay, you're at 0. Perfect.
Big fat 0 because I only just got it the other day.
Okay.
What? 15 minutes ago, technically, in game?
Yeah, there's time. There's time. All right. So, folks, thank you so much. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all of that stuff. Like, honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for sticking with us. Hope you had a good time. And if the holidays are a rough time for you, then happy Tuesday. Because Tuesdays are a rough time for everybody. Let's be on this together. All right, without further ado, don't overflow. Okay. The phone was, oh my, you son of a bitch. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. All right. So, I think it is about time for us to hop in to Call of the Netherdeep. I'm excited for this chapter. There is a lot of stuff here. So, quick reminder that as we are jumping into this, this is a part of the module that deals heavily with depression, anxiety, angst. So there are going to be some dark parts to this. This might be particularly hard hitting. This, while reading this today, I was very much like, oh, this is my childhood shit. Personally. So, it is going to be, it's gonna be rough in places. Hope you're with us for that, and if not, be sure to take some time for yourself. So that is your content warning. And
If things get real dark, I think Robin and I just need to hold up progressively more adorable stuffies. We'll just bring us. It's okay, guys. Just look at the reindeer. It's okay.
You think that stuffies will save you? There are things in this where stuffies are the problem.
Oh,
That shocked you so much you went out of focus just now.
no.
All right, so without further ado, folks, let us head into Call of the Netherdeep here on Dork Tales. All right, last time on Call of the Netherdeep, you finished your final errands up in Ankarel, saying goodbye to some of your loved ones, saying hello to new possibilities, and then you descended down into the depths of Kael'Moro. There, you made your way around collecting the last pieces of ruidium that you needed in order to cross over into the Netherdeep. Finally, with a massive burst of light caused by the Jewel of Three Prayers, you punctured a hole into the rift and entered the Netherdeep. That is where we will begin our story. I hope you're ready for this. You burst from the planar rift and are plunged into deep, cold water. You find yourselves floating in a void. The light sources that you brought with you allow you to cast a bit of a glow around you, and at the center of you, you can see that Xarria is standing amidst you, floating in the water, holding the Jewel of Three Prayers, an ambient light echoing out from her that goes about 20 feet and then brightly, brightly about 20 feet around her, and then at a lower light for about another 10 feet, creating a cascade of light that washes out from you. As you take a breath, you can feel the same pressures rolling around you, but infinitely more than at the base of Kael'Moro. While you're floating 10 feet above the floor of a cavernous pit, you feel your equilibrium come back to you. The rift is at your back. Two enormous statues have settled into the seafloor around you at awkward angles. Each statue is missing its head, and one of the statues has an outstretched hand that looks like it might grab anything that gets too close to it. Covering the statues and clinging to the walls are crystalline tendrils that shed a dim, eerie red light. A 10-foot-high tunnel at the floor leads out of the sunken chamber, where you can see patches of seagrass glowing everywhere. The figures on the statues are dressed in fairly classical clothing. Not quite Greco-Roman or the equivalent in Xarria, but similar. Flowing robes, capes, big brooches. One of them wields a shield and a nobly appointed spear. The heads are nowhere to be seen. Around you, you can see that the rest of your team, the rivals, the Warring Destinies, have come through too and are looking around. Every light source that you have here is only probably half as effective. Even your vision, those of you with the longest vision, will find that it is oppressively short-sighted. You're going to be seeing it about half distance throughout the Netherdeep. So, looking around, what do you do?
Is Xarria looking not okay?
Xarria is in the center of you. She floats amidst you, but seems to be kind of encased in a dome of light that floods out from the jewel. It hums slightly.
Is Xarria all right?
What's wrong with her? Io calls up.
She's in a bubble.
Well, shake her out of it.
My head still. Oh,
Gonna try to touch
that
the bubble.
hurt.
Okay, I need you to make me a charisma save, Sabina.
I'm gonna use my big chunky die.
Big chunky dice it is.
Big chunky dice is a 2.
A 2.
Great.
Okay.
Plus charisma is 4.
Plus 4. Okay. You're going to take 6 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I really didn't need that.
And are going to be like jolted back 5 feet by a...
So maybe let's not touch the bubble right now.
Uh-huh.
I think she looks okay in there.
Maybe it's protecting her?
From what?
I don't
The
know.
rift.
Can I get a passive perception check? Who has a passive perception of 20 or higher? And
So close. 19.
19.
So close.
Do any of the rivals, players, you are
Wait,
controlling
no,
the
it's
rivals.
22. We've leveled.
You have leveled 22.
Mine's
Sabina,
22.
Sabina, you are going to hear from what, and then glance up and see, probably from those. I need an initiative roll. 20 feet above you, 30 feet from the floor, suddenly 2 creatures and a long dragon-like third will emerge from the blackness above you. Allow me to describe these. One of them is a large aberration that looks like a vicious crimson-spined eel. A bloodfin, one of the creatures that you fought earlier. However, on top of that, you will also see that there are 2 creatures roughly the same size as you that look like a nightmare of moss and tendrils ripping around the side of a fanged maw. With a sudden flare of light above you, a creature known as a light devourer is going to loom into view. I'm going to show you a picture.
What?
Boy.
That looks not friendly.
It's like a fangafish.
I don't
Fingerfish.
like it.
All right. What I would love is an initiative roll off of everybody, and I would like a. Let's just see. So Sabina, you saw them coming, so you're absolutely fine. They are going to make stealth rolls at you. Oh,
I'm trying to remember. I don't think did Kaeko as we're going in. I don't have this. Let me see if I have this.
You
in my
still had
notes.
it up for 1 minute. after you win.
Cool. So we don't get surprised.
All right, so here's the deal, folks. I need you to roll initiative. Players, before game, I handed you each one of the NPCs. Please roll their initiative as well. Put it all in the chat, and I will roll for the monsters right now. I will be playing...
Do you have the damage for what they took from the rift?
Yes, they all took...
Right. Yeah.
They took average damage from it, I'll say. So going into the rift, please subtract the following from their hit points. 33 from each of them. Except for Maggie, who's down 66.
Right.
Maggie got hurt good and proper. All right, so initiative. I need one more die. Okay, so, my god, you guys are so lucky. All right, Dermot rolled a 10. Pardon me one moment while I have 1,000 things pulled up.
Sabina will look up and notice these things and say, somewhat directed at Io, we have bigger problems.
Perfect. That's the exact line I wanted to hear, too. Sometimes you just know exactly what you want, right?
Right?
Yeah.
All right, they are going to merge into view. They did not succeed to stealth on any of you, by the way. I rolled so many ones. Okay, okay. So, I have Kaeko and Irvin at 23, but Io at... Sorry, 23 for Io. Okay, then I have Kaeko, then I have Irvin, then I have... Yes, so anybody... Yeah, so that is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct, Robin. So actually everyone has advantage on initiative.
Sorry, guys. I rolled the... Mine will stay the same. For both Irvin and Kaeko.
Okay.
Xarria had got a nat 20. But it's still only 22.
Dorlen and Ios will stay the same.
Okay, so
Sabina
everybody
will
just
stay the
pop
same.
it in.
Zenada's changed. Maggie stays the same.
We have 4 people going at initiative 22. Good lord. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so I'm gonna count down initiative because there's too many initiatives for me to keep track of to
Yeah.
read in a chat. 23.
Yes.
Okay.
Io.
Okay, Io's at 23. 22.
Yes.
Kaeko, Irvin.
And
Zenada.
Xarria. And Zenada.
Okay, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13.
Dorlen
Okay.
at 14.
Okay, Dorlen and the Bloodfin go at the same time. 13. Dermot. 12, 11, 10, 9.
Maggie.
8. Wow, she didn't even... Wow, okay.
And
That's
8
rough.
is Sabina.
And
Yeah, even with
Sabina.
initiative, I rolled 1 this next time, so.
Yup. Xarria had rolled a 1 and then a nat 20.
That's
I rolled
fantastic.
4
This
both
is
times.
this initiative is bonkers, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so looking up, you were going to say we have bigger problems than that, and let us switch over to our map frames. As we do, you can see that descending from above you, the cavern seems to stretch off infinitely above you. The light devourers are coming in from either sides, kind of over by where the statues are. However, the light devourers are not your biggest concern. The slithering bloodfin is going to be coming almost directly from the chasm in front of you. We are going to start the initiative there about 30 feet above you. Oh, pardon me, they're 20 feet above you, 30 feet from the floor. You're about 10 feet from the floor itself. The rift at your back. What do you do, starting with Io?
I will swim up there and stab it with the harpoon. Because it's time to shine.
Which one are you doing?
Going after the bloodfin with the harpoon. So let's see here.
Sounds great. Come at me, bro.
And all right. So that will be oh, that I think went with advantage, so never mind. Accidentally. I'm gonna just roll this, sorry.
That's okay.
IO. So that's 11 and 11 and 14.
11 and 14. Neither of those is going to hit. I was going to swim forward, take 2 stabs at the slithering bloodfin, neither of which are going to find purchase. Reminder, if your character has a ruidium weapon and you botch, please tell me.
Okay. When, botch when using it or just in at all?
Botch with an attack roll.
Gotcha.
If they're using ruidium armor, then please let me know if they botch a saving throw. All right, so Io is going to take the initiative and say, just drop something like, quickly, while they're off balance, let's get them. And is going to charge forward and make a distraction of herself. Kaeko, Irvin, Zenada, or Galsariad, who would like to go first?
Galsariad can rip shit up if y'all want to.
Do it. Rip shit up.
He will drop that big boy gravity rend because he can get all 3 of them.
Are they close enough?
In a
well, they are, aren't
30-foot radius, just close enough. They're all like within 25, 30-ish. Cool. So they can all make DC 16 strength saves.
Okay, so the slithering bloodfin botched. The light
So
devour.
26.
I'm gonna spend a hurt them more for it to reroll. It still failed. So
Okay.
the light devour on the right near the knocked over statue will succeed, but the other 2 are going to fail. Roll me damage.
12d6, 55 damage.
Okay. Are you gonna do average or are you gonna roll?
Do you want me to roll for each of them?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, no,
Oh.
no, it'll just be one total. So 55.
Yes, that's what I just rolled
Ooh.
on. I used a
Okay.
digital roller.
Yeah, use a digit roller for these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so 55. Let's do some basic math, Kelly. That is going to be oof. That's an oof. That's a so 55 turns into 27 on a success. So that is. That is not the way math works. That is the way math works, Kelly. Okay.
And the 2 of them are restrained.
And you said 55?
Yes.
Oh man,
Nice.
that is
Galsariad, fucking.
that is rough. There
Wrecking
is going to be a
shit.
shrieking noise. The 2 light devourers are going to be hit by it. One of them is kind of shrug off of it. The other one's going to slither forward, going, and it's going to. The water is going to ripple all around as the gravity wave impacts. Let this seal your fate. He'll whisper as it goes off, and one of them is going to go, and you're going to see like ooze begin to squeeze out of rips in the flesh of one of the light devourers. The little light that's dangling, this flame-like tendril, like an anglerfish off the front of its head, is going to flicker slightly, but it is going to withstand the pressure. However, the slithering bloodfin is used to much less angry pressures, we'll say. And as it hits, you're going to see bits of its internal structure. Ribs are going to begin ripping through the surface of its flesh. And it's going to let out this atrocious shriek. All right, that was Galsariad. Kaeko, Irvin, or Zenada?
Irvin is pretty simple to go up and just make a couple attacks on the slithering bloodfin.
Sounds great. It is restrained right now.
Ooh, does that give me any bonuses?
It absolutely does. So restrained, I believe, means that you'll have advantage. And if I'm
Yes.
And that's it, right? It's not the same as paralysis. I always get that mixed up. That's one of my
I
weaknesses.
believe it has
Yeah,
disadvantage on its attack rolls, but I'll look it up while she's going.
Yeah, so Irvin, but it doesn't have, it's not the crit, that's only on paralyzed.
Yeah, it's on the crit. Yeah.
Yeah, I always think the restraint does that.
Go up and make a dagger
so-
and then 2 short sword attacks he gets to do.
That sounds great. I strongly suggest using a dice roller because that boy got some, did he crit?
No. Just the dagger got 15 plus 8.
That's a hit.
Does an 18 hit?
It hits.
And then the 17 plus 8 will hit. All right. So yes, I will do 5d6 for the poison.
Wow. Oof.
So it takes 20 poison. And 6 piercing for the dagger ones, and then the Iridium short sword is
Okay. I feel like the rivals have like the better teamwork than you guys. I should have had you
there's a
beat your
D6.
asses the other game.
12, 5, 17 plus 2 more. 17, 20, 24. Oh, do you need me to break it up?
Break it up.
Break it up. Shoot.
Did one of the attacks do more than 14 points of damage?
Do you want me to break it up between more than 14?
I want the last 2 hits. What are they?
Okay, so the last 2 hits were 12 plus 3 is 15,
Okay.
plus 5 is 20
If
piercing.
Urban would like to, he could direct his last attack as a dagger throw at one of the Light Devourers.
Sure, if you'd allow that.
I would absolutely
Would be
allow
great.
that because that second hit is going to gut the slithering bloodfin from scale to sternum. Tell me how he does this.
I think Irvin's gonna walk up. He's going to
Swim up.
concerned. Well, swim up, right? Swim up. We're in the water. He's gonna look at Xarria and try and impress her a little bit. He has that glow about him. You know the glow.
What's she got to glow about her?
And yeah, it's true. And he's just gonna take the Iridium short sword and just behead it.
All right, its head comes off its shoulder, suddenly resembling one of the statues nearby. It was a good hit, right? Right? Guys? Fine. And he can redirect his attack. He still has enough movement to swim over to one of the restrained blood vens.
Cap.
And what was his last attack?
His last attack was it was 8 piercing.
Okay.
And it was another 8 psychic damage.
Perfect. All right, he is going to slash into the Light Devourer, and then it is Kaeko or Zenada. Let's say Zenada.
Sure.
You take this one.
I was gonna just stop for that. Yeah.
I know, because you're very
and
good that way.
There is just.
There
so
are the
one
two Light
he's attacking-
Devourers.
Okay.
Irvin has swam over to the Light Devourer there. You can see that it's restrained by Galsariad's gravity wave, so you would have, and it's like 10, 20 feet away from you, from where it is right now.
Okay. Is it very badly hurt, does it seem?
It's pretty badly hurt. I'd say it's getting close to being probably half dead.
Okay. I will manifest my echo next to it then. And Zenada's going to swim back a little bit. And I'm going to have all my attacks come from that location. And I'm just going to do my normal extra attack. So 2 attacks from my spot. And it looks like they have advantage.
They have advantage.
Okay. Okay. That will be 24
That's it.
and 27 to hit.
Okay, those are both hits.
24 damage.
Sounds great. And I am going to spend a Hurt Them More for that. So what was the total damage? 24 and what? 24
No,
total?
24. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually rolled double sevens for damage, so it would have been
Perfect.
14 for each
All
hit.
right, so slashing into this, it is...
Did I get that right?
I think so.
28, sorry.
Okay.
It's not 24.
That's an
It's
easy
14
fix.
per hit, so it's 28.
All right.
I can math.
So immediately from the area that the bloodfin was killed, you are going to see that its body begins trembling, and suddenly it explodes in a cloud of toxic blood. I need everyone who was within, we'll say 15 feet of it, including Irvin because he swam right through it. So that is going to be Dax, Sabina, Irvin, and Maggie. And Io are all going to do me a favor and roll me a Constitution save.
Sabina has a 15.
Okay, Sabina is fine.
Irvin also rolled a 15.
Okay,
And
I am
Dax.
playing Maggie horribly dirty.
okay.
Not
roll?
one.
Not one. I need you to make me a charisma save for her immediately.
Okay.
Dax is a 16.
Dax is going to be fine
Holy
as well.
fucking shit. Nat one again.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
no, no, poor me.
This is
Um,
my Dork Tails
Christine, what are
dice
you-
even.
What are you
It only
doing to our
rolls
queen?
dice.
What are you doing to our queen?
Okay, so Maggie is going to take, that is going to be 5, 8, 13, 17, 21, 23 points of poison damage. And... God, does that take... Okay. You are going to see that the boils of ruidium on her throat are going to burst from this. Little bits of pus are going to start ripping out into the water, and then you're going to see what happened. Not only did she take the poison, not only do you see the veins begin to rise to her flesh around her mouth, but the pustules that were already growing around Maggie's neck, similar to the pustules you'll see around Xarria's hands, are now pierced with shards of ruidium that are growing from inside of her body. She is
Sorry,
going
that
to
was
gain
23 points of damage.
23 points of damage and a level of
dropped.
exhaustion. Actually, that's
No,
going to be...
That's it. We've maxed her HP. She's down.
She's down. Maggie is down.
You'd already done 66 points of damage to her.
The explosion
Red
is
alert.
Coming through
going...
the rift.
Red alert.
Maggie.
All right. So the explosion is going to knock Maggie completely out. She is in death saves right now, which I will narrate as needed. Okay. So,
Io got 8.
Io got an 8. Okay. That means that Io is going to take 7 points of poison damage, because I rolled a lot of ones. On top of that, so that's going to be 7 points of damage, and... Yeah, there's 7 points of poison damage. Io's doing okay. I was going to shriek at what she sees behind her. Maggie! And he is going to get a very determined look on her face. Kaeko, it is your turn, unless, Zenada, do you have anything else you'd like to do?
No, I've used my bonus action and my action, so.
Perfect. All right. So, Kaeko, you're up. What do you do?
All right. I think Kaeko is going to cast her glance over, see that Dermot's right beside Maggie, and then just be like, all right, time to finish this. And she's gonna brandish her her short sword, or the long sword, sorry. And she's going to bonus action rage and run up to the bloodfin, or not bloodfin, the
Light Devourer.
The light devourer, and make an attack at it with the longsword.
I would love that. Go ahead and do your best.
I will try. It's restrained, right? I get advantage.
You have advantage.
Sweet. I like advantage. 24?
Hit.
All right.
Absolute hit. Roll me damage.
Perfect. Cool. And then it's 2d6 for that. Plus 2 because I'm raising, so that's nice. Ooh, I rolled a 10 on the damage for that one. 17 plus 4, 21 plus 2 for the rage is 23.
How do you want to do
Points
this?
of yes. Kaiko's Kaiko's gonna see that Irvin with his short sword's kind of like there. So they have like the light devours have that like sort of like
They have like a
English look to it,
flame
right?
dangling off of a tendril that comes out of their forehead. But they also have
I
like
think-
these rows of like tail lights going down their bodies.
Huh.
They're pretty freaky.
So I
looking.
think they're pretty freaky looking. I think Kaiko is going to grab it by the tail light thing or the angler hanging
by
down
the
bit.
forehead thing.
Yeah, by the forehead thing. She's gonna take it down as she's raging. She's gonna put it like into the ground as much as she can in the water swimming. And she's just going to like just plunge her sword through the top of its head downwards and just like rip it sideways and just like try and gut this fish.
It is so gutted. Its body is going to just erupt out into the water. And leave guts in its wake. That is going to be good. Anything else on your turn?
That is everything for Kaiko.
Okay. It is Dermot's turn. Or pardon me, it's Dorlen. Dorlen, you're up. What do you do?
I will float over to Maggie and be like, nope. Come on, big girl, we got you here. And stick her with the needle and cast Cure Light Wounds on her.
All right, sounds
Or-
good. Maggie's gonna heal.
13.
Oh, her eyes are going to flicker open. That was painful.
It's like, all right, we got you. And then I'm gonna try and swim up a little bit and get in the way of that other light devourer and her. And I'm like, you just take it easy there. I got you this time. And put my fists up. And then I'll use my bonus action, give myself some temporary hit points, and be like, oh god, my head still hurts. And get ready to fish this fish.
Okay. The light devourer is going to swim by, and I'm going to spend a hurt them more to say that it was inside of Xarria's initial burst of bright light when you came across the thing, because as the bright light is kind of echoing out of where Xarria is, it is going to start to go along its flank as all of the dozens and dozens of little beads of light along its scales begin pulsing with light, and it is going to head directly next to you, Io, and Maggie, and I need all three of you to make me a Constitution save.
So Dorlen rolled a 1.
Okay.
Io has a 22.
Dirty 20 for Maggie this time.
Oh, perfect. Okay. We use the ring. Okay, cool. All right, so Dorlen got a nat 1, which is going to be real bad for you. And what did Io get?
Oh, Io got 22.
22. Okay, so one moment. I'm just going to do this. Okay, so everybody, that is D6s, thankfully. All right, if you succeeded your save, so that is going to be Io and Maggie. They're both going to take 11 points of damage. Dorlen, you botched. You're going to take 44 points of radiant damage. As this thing emits a pulse of light and explodes. Dorlen, are you still up?
Barely.
Maggie drops again.
Maggie drops again. Sounds good. This thing is going to attack you, Dorlen. That is a nat 20 and a 18 to hit you.
18 no, but nat 20 just barely.
All right, spending the hurt them more. That is now a 23 to hit you.
Just. That's my AC.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1. I'm rolling damage.
I'm raging. I can't do spells right now.
Fair enough. Okay. The first hit is going to do. Hold on one sec. All right. So the non-crit is going to be 23 points of piercing damage. Pardon me, 23 points of radiant damage, specifically. And the critical hit is going to be 40 points of radiant, 44 points of radiant damage.
All right, I go down.
It is going to swim across and tear into you, bits of blood globbing into the air as it tears into Dorlen's flesh, knocking you unconscious. It begins to scrabble its needle-like teeth down your flesh, tearing your armor like it was just tin. Dermot is...
Kaeko paid for this? No.
What's that?
Kaeko paid for this armor so much. No.
It's true. Dermot is going to is going to swim around and kind of beneath you, just barely able to reach you with his movement speed, and is going to cast Maggie's down too, though. Oh, yeah, you're being ripped apart. So he is going to cast a Cure Wounds at you, which is going to be... Just gonna do the quick math of this. That is going to be 3d8. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's gonna be a magical, wonderful 11 points of healing, because I rolled all 2s.
Hey, it's all good. It's in the positive now.
Okay. That is going to be your turn, and it is your turn, Maggie. Maggie, it is your turn. You're gonna have 2 levels of exhaustion, which means that you are attacking with disadvantage. But you're out. Pardon me.
She's down.
She's down.
So.
Forgot about that. Maggie is going to, inside of her mind, to be thinking about the struggle to survive and the struggle to become something more than just a dumb ogre in people's eyes, and thinking about her dream of a little cottage, well, big cottage really, but with a little well-appointed library, maybe with even one of those like little lending library stands out by the road for travelers by to come and take and leave books. Maybe some that she would write. And she... Okay. That is her save. Sabina, it is your turn.
I'm gonna be honest, I genuinely didn't think I'd be going this round. Like at all. Okay.
You would have had advantage on the Light Devour had I not spent Hurt Them Mores to jack them up, so that I'd get a turn.
This is very valid. Well, she really wants to try and show Io up a little bit, so instead of pulling her bow, she's gonna pull her Ruidium short sword.
I believe in you.
We're gonna try it out. I got 2 attacks with it. I am going to have Dax move to use the help action. Oh no, sorry, that requires a bonus action for me to tell him what to do. So he's not going to do anything. He's just going to dodge. So I will use a bonus action to cast Wrathful Smite.
All right.
And I will take 2 attacks. Double 7s. But I don't have a bad attack bonus. With a short sword, I'm +8, so that's 15.
Okay, let me just check something real quick. That's going to be a hit.
Oh, hells yes. Okay, so the first one's going to have the Wrathful Smite, and then the other one will be normal. So it's going to be 3d6 psychic damage, because Wrathful Smite does a d6 of psychic.
Okay.
Oh, it also needs to make a wisdom save? Yes.
Okay, or else what?
Of 16, or else it's frightened of me.
It is frightened of you.
Fantastic. Let's hope it runs away and everybody gets attacks of opportunity. Okay, so that's going to... The first attack is going to be 7 psychic and 10... Yeah, +4, yes, and 10 regular damage.
Okay, 17 total?
That sounds right, yep.
So that was psychic and... Okay, good. And you're
And
using
slashing.
you're using Iridium short sword. Are you adding the 2d6 psychic?
Yes, I added 2d6 psychic for that, and then a d6 psychic for the Wrathful Smite. And so my second attack is just the 2d6 Iridium psychic, which is 7 psychic for that, and 5 slashing.
And you're adding the normal
so...
one... Yeah, okay, cool.
Yes,
So,
I am, yes.
7 psychic, okay. God, these things are so tough when they get a turn. Okay,
I know,
so
right?
it's gonna be... Boom, so 7, and what was the other bit?
Sorry, 7 and 5.
Okay, you are going to be able to slash into its flank, cutting deeply, but it is still up and angry. But it is afraid of you now, which is something. That is actually...
Yeah, she's gonna sort of stab into it and, like, look at its weird little flame as if it was an eye.
Go, Sabina!
Growl.
Okay, it is afraid of you now, and you are going to growl, and it used its turn earlier, so we're going to be back at the top of the initiative. Io is going to watch you do that. This thing has already done its movement, so it cannot move again, but it will, on its turn, try to flee.
Okay.
Io, it is your turn. What do you do? Or what does she do?
I was going to attack, and I misread. Io gets 3 attacks, so I was going to just stab this thing with the harpoon 3 times.
That is absolutely true. And don't forget her bonus action as well is super useful. Reposition.
Is that a bonus action? I thought it replaced the attack.
Nope,
Oh, it does say bonus action.
It's a bonus
Gotcha.
action. She can reposition an ally 30 feet without having them take opportunity attacks.
All right.
She's dope.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Let's,
the rivals are
let's
great.
summon Irvin.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, summon Irvin over here as a bonus action. First attack is a 10. Second
10.
attack is a 24.
That is a hit.
And third attack is a 17.
17. Those are 2 hits.
Awesome. So it's 8, 10. Should have gotten that dice roller. All right.
Just go to Google and type the dice numbers in, and it'll roll it automatically.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, if you go to Google and type 7d6, it'll show you even the dice.
Okay. Do you need the psychic damage separate?
I do not. You can chunk it all together for me.
All right.
Only tell me if you take a different type of damage that is not psychic, though.
All right. So 23.
Ooh, I love it when math is easy.
That was one attack, and then the next attack, ooh, not so good. 6, 12, and 19.
Okay, so 19 on the second one. It is barely up, but it is still there. Aiko is going to stab into it and deal a ton of damage to it, leaving it kind of like flopping around in the water, barely alive. And now it is Irvin, Zenada, Xarria, or Kaeko. I mean, Irvin was summoned over. That sounds like a good thing.
Yeah,
Irvin.
that's fine. Irvin's gonna take 3 attacks at this fishy boy, and I'm gonna really hope one of these is a crit, man. On a dagger.
I believe in you.
Why am I throwing my dice literally under my couch?
Urban.
That's my Dork Tales dice I just threw under a couch. Ooh, these are not as great. Does a 17 hit? 17 plus 8.
17 hits.
That'll hit, I'm assuming. Does a 12 hit? I'm guessing 12 does not hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay, does a 16 hit?
16 hits. Roll me damage.
All right, so 2 of those hit, including the dagger. The dagger I did denounce as my bone dice, so that one didn't get thrown across the room. All right, so do you need the poison separate?
I do not. Thank you for asking.
So for the first hit, that's going to be a total of. Oh, just a second, pulling up his character. Yeah, it's +5, so 7 plus 21 is 28 points for the first hit. And then the second one that hit.
One moment. Irvin is going to say,
Oh, yes.
may I have this dance? And tell me how he does it.
Ooh, okay, Irvin, go Irvin.
I told you he's a tank. He's super DPS Jones.
He's awesome. I love him. May I have this dance? I think he's going to because he's using a dagger, I think he's going to take it in, grab like a fin, and then just like whip it in to like dance, and then just plunge it into where he thinks its heart would be.
Okay. Perfect. And it is going to make this horrible, resounding, echoing noise and then flop to the ground, dead. Well, flop into the water, dead. Its body trembling and still going, pulsing with light as it floats toward the ground. And with that, combat ends.
Kaeko will drop rage and then swim over to Maggie and cure wounds her.
Okay, go ahead, roll that.
She's just gonna do a first. Actually, she'll do second level cure wounds, because she knows that she needs those first level for soul-free barbs. So she'll do second level cure wounds. 2d8.
And while you are healing her real quick, I would like each of you to roll me a 6-sided dice. If one of you rolls the same dice number, and the first one to announce it has that number, and you'll re-roll.
4,
5
5
plus 6.
Would you say 5?
5 plus.
Christine, did you say 5? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and
sorry, I'm trying to do math on my.
Dorlen's just gonna be like, oh, did anybody get the number of that Zeppelin?
Did someone roll 4? Because I rolled a 4.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Okay, so
6.
3, 4, 5 has been rolled.
All right, I just
Okay.
rolled a 6.
Okay, Christine, do you want to stay as Maggie, or do you want to choose a different NPC?
I'm fine staying as Maggie since
Okay,
I've absolutely destroyed her already.
In that case, do you want to be Io or Dermot next time, Kaeko? Or next time, Robin? I'm gonna switch it up every time there's a fight so that you guys get the full run.
Okay. I'll do Io.
Okay. All right. So please acquaint yourself with the following characters. If there is another fight, Robin, you'll be playing Io. Xarria will be Chris. Irvin will be played by Christa, and Maggie will remain in Christine's hand. And once Caitlan gets here, she'll have Dermot.
All the clerics.
Yep.
Do we need to make any updates to their hit points?
Xarria is down 33, just the 33. He didn't take any damage. What's Irvin down?
I don't know if you can see on the tokens, but on the red token I put 90 for Irvin. He's down to 90 right now.
Very
So-
smart.
Question.
Yeah.
Did Maggie get healed again?
How much healing did you do, Robin?
11 points
11?
of healing.
Okay, I've added that
Okay.
to her token. So yeah, just use Roll20 to keep the total up.
Cool.
Mhm.
I just did put 57 out of 90.
Yeah. I'm going
Cool,
to
and
do
Io got
Like,
it covered.
IO's down 51 in total.
Okay.
Maggie's down 75 out of 85.
Woof.
All right.
Oofa doofa.
So, I think we'll do this on a short rest or a break from now on. But I just wanted to update that so that it'd be a little more interesting for y'all.
Totally.
And the fact that Chris is playing Xarria kind of scares me a little. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
For reasons.
Look at that manic look.
I presume the recharge feature is just
It'll
he
recharge
has
on
it
a
at the
break.
beginning.
Yep.
'Kay.
So, Christa, if you've never used recharge before, do you know how they work? Everybody, if a character has something called recharge, what that means is at the beginning of their turn, you roll a 6-sided dice. If it's the recharge number, then they get that ability back. Otherwise, it's like a breath weapon.
Yeah, it didn't say anything outside of that, so I wasn't sure if it was like, well, if combat stops and then immediately starts again, does he get it again? Does he have
I
to wait a
think
short rest? Does he
generally
have
it's assumed that if you take more than like 3 or 4 rounds out of combat, the odds are you would have gotten it back.
fair? Okay, that makes sense.
You know, like that's what I
Yeah.
always kind of hand wave. But
Tracks for me.
Okay. So with that, a bit of stillness. We'll settle back into this underwater depth. Around you, you can see that the ruidium is pulsing with a red light, and Xarria is still kind of faintly glowing above you. But as you're looking around, does anybody want to try to look at any of the statues, at the rift, the cavern itself? If you would, make me a perception roll.
Sure.
Oh,
Kaeko
how much
will
did I get?
try.
Oh, wait, never mind. I got that written down here. Cool.
Come on now.
Is everyone rallied? Io will say. Should we push forward, or do you need a break? You're looking a little... Maggie.
Oh,
Dorlen, are you alright as well?
I think I
These
went a
are
little
sharp.
cross-eyed, but yeah, maybe sit down for a moment.
I mean, we could just take 10 minutes, try and bandage up any wounds that we need to.
That's a
Xarria?
good idea.
Watch above. Irvin, watch the tunnel. I'll float above too. The rest of you rest. Io will take a position and kind of float upward. And as she does, she's going to kind of look up at the... Well, she's not going to look very well. But she's going to kind of like swim up about 60 feet. What the hell? Looking around, anybody with... So I'm going to say looking up, your perception is going to kind of end before the cavern of this... before the cavern's roof is found, Zenada.
Okay.
This thing must be very tall. Like, even with your perception halved, it's got to be at least 60 feet tall. But you're going to see Io move beyond that. And we'll be able to hear her say, "What the hell? Can I get someone else up here who doesn't need to rest?"
I will swim up. Coming.
Watch my
I'm
back.
gonna keep my sword and my echo at the ready. I'm gonna just have the echo move with me, basically.
Is everyone okay? Maggie will say, back down at the base.
Oh, just a little banged up, but she'll be good as new in no time.
I hope so. That this... She touches the shards of ruidium jutting out of her throat. This is probably not good.
No,
You look
I
a little...
don't think it is.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Maggie. In the meanwhile, rest. You look pretty gray. I feel pretty gray.
Do Do you mind if it might hurt a bit? Do you mind if I see if I can get one of those? I just want to. Well, I think maybe if I can figure out how it's growing, that maybe I can figure out how to fix it.
It's inside of her, you dullard. Galsariad will say from his position. It's growing because it's present inside of her. Like it's inside of you.
You don't have to say it like that, Galsariad. Dorlen's only trying to help. Yes, it may grow inside, but if...
Maybe there's something
He's just
different about the
trying
stuff
to-
that's inside people.
Perhaps. Meanwhile, back up at the top, Dorlen, you can make me a medicine check to see if you can scrape some of it off. Maggie will allow you to. Zenada and Io have been swimming for about a full minute of conversation, pushing up through the depths. And as you do, the lights, the ruidium, moving upwards with your swim speeds, you can easily make it a good 200-300 feet up. And as you do, there's no ceiling. There is no hint of it. In fact, toward the end of it, all you will begin to see is the lingering glow of red beneath you from the ruidium. But above you, it just stretches into a vaguely pinkish void. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
It doesn't seem good, but probably shouldn't go too much farther or we're gonna get lost.
Well, at least we can always go down. I don't know shit about demiplanes, do you?
Nope.
I think we can both agree that we know we don't like it.
I'd say that's a solid expectation, yeah. Not my favorite experience in the world.
Let's go back before more of those things show up. They seemed hungry.
Yeah.
Okay. And she'll begin descending with you, kind of watching your back if you watch hers.
Definitely. I'll have the echo stay a little period behind us so that if something attacks from behind, it'll get popped first, hopefully.
Sounds good. Meanwhile, as you wait around where Xarria continues to glow there in the light of the Jewel of Three Prayers. Hi, Caitlan. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming after work. I know you must be tired.
It's all good.
So, meanwhile, Xarria, you cross over into the Netherdeep. You feel the crushing pressure all around you as the Jewel of Three Prayers engulfs you in this holy light. And as it does, you will hear voices. Everything is bright. Everything is reflected moonlight with shards of broken red glass floating around you. You vaguely are able to see beyond this dome, this halo of light that surrounds you, your friends moving as if through like a smear of Vaseline, right? Like it's all distorted, all fragmented. But inside of it, you are going to hear a distant voice. Child of the Raven. Cleric of the Blood. You are not who we have picked. You are not who we would have picked. But you have been chosen by divine providence. Find him. Find him. It is not his fault. It is not his fault. He is lost. In the darkness. that was not of his choosing. Save him from himself. And as you see that and feel that around you echoing, you are going to see the glow of holy symbols. The 3 holy symbols that the jewel represents. There's going to be a flash of bright light. And as it does, you are going to see a vision in front of you. And as you see this vision, the light surrounding you, encasing Xarria, is going to dissolve into the water like a foam. And everyone present, regardless of how far they are away from Caitlan or Xarria, is going to see this vision as well. You will hear the crying of a child. The parents, a bushy, bearded man with olive skin, and a woman with sad, worried eyes and long hair tied down at the nape of her neck. They slowly lower a babe in front of a priest of Pelor. Please, Your Holiness. Please, a blessing for our child. A blessing. Please. The priest makes a gesture of the infant's head and then recoils as if he touched a flame. There will be no help from here. Don't be foolish. There's no cure for the mark of the red moon. Please, you must. You're the only one. Please, you're a priest of Pelor. You should be able to. I can do nothing of the sort. Not even the gods can change fate. Fate. You feel time flow away from you. Rewind. And you can hear the sounds of a woman crying out in pain, echoing the vision that you once had of your own birth. A woman cries out in exertion, and then sudden relief as she sags down into the bed, a very simple one, mostly made of straw and wood hand-carved. The midwife leans over and, out of reflex more than anything, you see the woman swaddle the child and then leave it between the mother's legs, refusing to hold it. The mother is coated in sweat. Is it breathing? I can't hear anything. Is it? He knows. The midwife rasps. His little soul prepares for the dread omens that will haunt him the rest of his life. The exhausted mother pulls her bloodied gown up to see the child wrapped in a linen swaddle, lying on the bed between her knees. And the child looks up at her, silent, eerily silent. The open window bathes the olive-skinned newborn's flesh in the red light of Ruidus. And that is what you're going to see as the bubble dissolves. You find yourself, Caitlan. Xarria is going to be in a very kind of almost like an oblong, like football-shaped corridor like a cavern that stretches on into blackness above you, so far that you cannot see the roof even slightly. 2 figures are slowly swimming down from it. The rest of your team is bandaging themselves and resting. They're the bodies of 2 anglerfish-like creatures the size of a human being each, and one of those long eel dragon creatures, gutted and just floating amidst the silt and ruidium of the floor here. There are 2 statues, one flanking either side of you, both headless, one toppled over. And as you look at them, anybody here who is kind of perceiving and looking around, I'd like you to make a history roll now that you have a moment to catch your breath. This is going to be difficult because the statues are very defaced, so I'm going to say disadvantage on this.
I'm probably not paying too much attention to them at the moment, so I'm not going to make the roll.
Good. Xarria
working on
fails. That is a fail. That is a fail.
5.
Okay, all of the rivals fail. Also, Caitlan, in case it comes to be, please check the ping chat. You are going to be running Dermot.
Okay.
Okay. I will be
Sounds
playing
like
him.
plan.
You'll just be doing the stats and the rolls. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So you are going to see that through. Did anybody get anything very high on their history roll?
Without disadvantage, it would have been a dirty 20, but no, it's a 5.
Nothing. Nobody got 20 or above.
I haven't tried it because I figured I'm too far away with Io.
Sounds good. All right. As you push down into the main cavern, Zenada and Io, you will be able to see the rest of your party healing up. What do you do, Xarria, now that the light has dissolved away from you?
What just happened? How did you all get so hurt? I'm gonna run over to whoever looks the most hurt.
Maggie.
All right, I'm gonna run over to Maggie.
You're okay, Xarria. We got ambushed by some fish.
Fish.
Yes, 3 fish. Big fish. Look, you can see them floating.
I do see that.
You know what? When we get out of here, I'm going to have a big plate of fish. Just a whole bunch of fish. I'm going to eat a big plate of fish.
As well.
Was I able to, with the 17 medicine check, was I able to
You will
get
be
some
able
of
to flake some off. As you swim up to heal her, Xarria, you are going to see that what was these blisters, like these pustules of ruidium all along her throat from where she's touching her armor, they have burst into raw open sores with ruidium shards growing through the flesh.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, Maggie. I'm going to cure wounds at 3rd level.
Sounds good. Roll me 3d8 plus your wisdom.
Okay.
And anybody who's short resting, you can go ahead and roll the rival's hit dice, which should be present if you want me to give it to you for expediency's sake. Assume that they are Irvin will have a D8. Maggie will have a D. Probably
10, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like D10. So it is inside of their stat blocks. So Galsariad is a D. Actually,
D8.
everybody's a D8 except for Dermot, who's a D6. How is he only a
I think
D6?
I will roll 3 hit die for now for Maggie and see what happens.
I just healed her for 21.
Awesome.
21?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And they have 20 hit dice?
10.
Yeah, where does it...
What?
Mine
Yeah,
says...
Maggie is 10d10.
Yeah, their hit dice are weird. Assume that they only have 10 hit dice for healing purposes.
Okay, cool,
Okay.
because, iOS says
Treat-
20 as well.
Treat,
It's
treat
like,
Dermot
wow.
as a D8, even though he's listed as a D6. He's a cleric, so treat him as a D8.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
I was gonna do 2d8.
Sorry, how wounded is he?
He's not terrible. He's fine. He has 33 points of damage,
Okay.
so he could take a couple if you really wanted to, but otherwise he seems okay.
Okay.
All right, another 19 for Io.
So Io swims down from the roof with Zenada. There's no end to this. We must have gone up hundreds of feet. The damn thing's eternal.
Wow, this is a... Well, I guess we're in the Netherdeep. I'll start
the deep
actually
part
looking
seems
around a little
correct.
bit. Nobody else needs a little help?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm only a little banged up. Might as well save it.
Do you need any help, Dorlen?
Oh,
Yes.
just a few dents. Nothing. I'll be fine. Save it for next time.
Surprised
the
that
fish
your
starts
innards
gnawing
aren't
me.
dented the way that thing tore into you. Take the healing. Don't be a dumbass. I will say.
What she
All
said.
right. Well, like it or not, Xarria's gonna walk up to him and also cure wounds at 3rd level.
Oh, don't waste too much. I actually took care of myself a little bit. I only got 10 down
I don't.
now. I used
You're
most of
only
my
10
hit
down
dice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just do 1 then, because I'm doing anyway. So that's only 9, but
I'm almost at max, 1 away, so that works. And after that, Dorlen will actually take a look at the statue. You said, I guess the one that
History
we're...
Yeah.
History? Okay.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage. All right.
Yeah,
History.
maybe I'll do that as well now.
So if I short rest, can I sit and kind of look at them and do a history check as well, or?
Yep, you totally can.
Oh, I rolled double 2s.
Ooh,
10.
I rolled
shout
Dork
out to the
tails.
two-
So that's an 11.
With disadvantage, Christine?
No, just on the first one.
And?
Second one was an 18 plus -1, so 17.
Oh,
well,
that's
actually,
familiar.
that's a 22, Kelly.
Okay.
nice.
So those of you who got less than a 20 on this, which is everybody but Zenada now, you are going to see that these are classical figures. The statues are all headless, very badly deteriorated by time, bits of ruidium growing along them, but they are the classic garb. Zenada, this looks just like the vision of Elixion that you saw in the cathedral. The same outfit, the same shield, and honestly, the spear is what gives it away. It's the exact same spear that he was holding. And the one on your left. The one on the right has its hand outstretched, but the outfit's the same.
Okay.
These are statues of Elixion. Headless. I mean, they could be someone in the same costume, but let's be fair.
The same outfit set up, like the head's not there obviously, but that looks like it should be of Elixion. Those statues.
And once she points it out, it's pretty obvious.
Oh,
Oh,
I guess
you're
it
right.
is.
It's just so worn.
What a
Hmm.
strange thing. Isn't this supposed to be his prison? Well, maybe that's why the heads are off.
I doubt someone would make statues of someone just to behead them.
Potentially it's from before this all happened?
If this
He
place
was a
is
hero originally.
He was a hero.
This place is
Yeah,
a gaming
Sabina.
plane, then perhaps whoever
It's a metaphor
created
for him
it-
losing his head. Like going a little crazy, stuck in here
Or
for
just
a couple hundred
long-term
years.
damage.
Perhaps something. to
Next
keep
an arrow
track of.
point.
Galsariad will say, "I'm thinking that," and you'll hear behind you and the sound of ripping flesh. Kaeko, what are you taking off of the bodies?
She's just like, just trying to like open them up to see if like they ate any people and see if like there's anything in them.
They've got some cool jaws on them. So as you are ripping through, you're going to be able to take some like souvenir fangs and things from them.
Yes, Keiko's 100% taking some souvenir
And
fangs.
you're like, you're half sure that you can eat them.
Oh, save some of that
She's
meat. We'll cook it first. Too late.
Yeah, it's a little oily. You might want to cook that. Of course, now you have to figure out how you're going to cook underwater. You're not SpongeBob.
That you know of.
That I know of.
What is magical fire? Xarria, you're a wizard. Can you conjure fire underneath the water?
Not for long.
What are you doing?
Cook the fish.
Are you sure that's safe to eat?
I mean, I haven't gotten sick yet. Keiko's gonna continue to eat fish for a bit.
Oh,
That's disgusting.
all right.
Make me a Constitution
Just need to
save.
put
I'm
it in
assuming.
rice.
Well, you're in a comes.
I'm assuming that you're eating the light devourers because the other one was poisonous and oily.
Yes, I think Keiko was slightly smart enough. I mean, I could roll an in check to make sure she's
Make
not.
me a survival, or you know what? No. Make me a con save. To eat raw light devourer.
So the survival was an 11.
Okay.
And then the con save was a 19.
Man, is there anything that you won't swallow? Well, but this.
Oh.
So this is, you're gonna swallow this, and it's gonna be kind of oily, but it's kind of satisfying. It would definitely be better cooked. Do you think that this, or if it was like raw and marinated with like some alcohol, like particularly like a vodka, maybe chased with like some like spicy pepper sauce, would be pretty good. Maybe like a prairie fire, that would be pretty good. But as you are going to drink it or swallow it down, kind of suck it down like an oyster, good little, oh, it's beautiful. We lost the
Well, that's a
10
sound.
You are going to feel pretty good about this because as you swallow it, you're going to all be able to see Kaeko swallow it because her skin is going to go illuminated as it goes down until it hits her stomach. So you're going to see all the way until it hits her corset. There's going to be this little pulsing light. And Irvin's going to start,
I need some of that.
Irvin's going to start chuckling to himself, just... sorry.
Oh, yes, but yes.
She's not gonna gain any weight from that. Because it's light.
It's a light meal.
It's a light meal. He's just pointing to Dorlen back.
I want to give Irvin a high five for that.
Oh, that's great. Mechanical arm.
Oh my god, yes. The entire game was just for this moment.
Yeah.
I can retire it from adventuring. I got a robot high five.
That was a good one.
What are you
That was a
laughing
good one.
at? Keiko's gonna turn and look at the group.
Just you're glowing.
What?
Not anymore.
You were.
Oh.
We could watch it go down your throat. It was quite interesting, really. I wish I'd had a mirror.
Dorlen, could you figure out what substance this is that makes it glow? I have a surprise for Bodhi.
I would bet good money that Dax is like pops out from like inside the fish with a mouthful.
That's a nat 20 on Dax eating that part of this thing. So you are going to see like some of the bodies are going, and the one that was just gutted, its flame is going to like its dangling flame that has kind of expelled most of its light is going to wiggle, and suddenly it's going to go. Its mouth is going to kind of tear open a bit, and Dax is going to stick his head out with the tendril, like the little anger lure stuck to his own head, and is going to be like trying to bat it off.
We brought our own cleanup crew.
Yes, it appears so.
This is
Dorlen, we might need your little spray for him.
I'm here for this.
I mean, he's
I'm
swimming
Usually
through water.
Spanish, though.
Somebody actually asked
Imagine
me
it'll
for
wash
it this
off.
time. I'm finally getting the respect I deserve.
All right. Do we want to keep going? Everyone feeling better? Xarria, nice to see that you've come out of your cage and you're looking just fine.
Oh my god. Sorry. Yes, I'm not really sure what happened. But I'm feeling just fine. Was I out for a little while? I don't remember ever falling to the ground.
About 5
You
minutes.
just kind of.
You are in a floating bubble for
And-
the entire combat.
Sabina tried to touch you, and it was like it was protecting you because it did some flashy radiant light thing, and looks like Sabina got a little bit hurt from that. She kind of coiled back,
Yeah.
so I think it's protecting you.
Oh, I'm
It
sorry.
hit something in my brain.
Oh.
Did everyone else get that vision too? or
Oh
was that
yes,
Xarria?
Yes, I
Yes.
did see a vision.
No, I got that as well.
Okay.
Seems like there's some really shitty adults in that one.
Well, I do
I know that
apologize.
no stories about children.
That's true. But I wouldn't have been terribly useful in the bubble, so I apologize for that.
At least you were
We
safe.
should
Oh,
we
good,
should have
you
found a way to
opened
like
the
move
rift.
the bubble. Could have like hit the bubble
Use
with like a
her
big bat
as-
into the fish. That would
Oh,
be great.
and then perhaps I would have hurt them.
If you ever bubble again, we need a big stick.
Oh, all right. Again, I don't think
doesn't-
I'll be able to help you.
Zenada, you have the spear. We could try and flip it around so you're not doing the pointy end, but you could try and poke her with the non-pointy end.
Perhaps we'll
Just
just
shove her
hope
into
it doesn't
others.
happen again.
Yep.
Let's just hope it doesn't happen again, yes.
I
Yes.
think I need to rest for a while.
I think we all do.
Do we want? If you're not doing okay, maybe Maggie, maybe we should just. I mean that burst when we came in here really hit me hard too.
Well, we've cleared out this area. Zenada and Io, did you find a ceiling when you
No.
were swimming up?
There's
It's
nothing.
it feels unending.
Oh, so we should maybe find a room that we could
Barricade?
fortify, and if people need to rest, we could do some exploring while we have the sending stones.
That's
so we
what I
could
was thinking exactly.
The one thing I will kind of point out though is, well, this place is kind of like a bit. I mean, Bazazan was just connected to, dark things and other planes. This actually is one. It might not be a good idea to try and rest here. Remember what happened in Bazazan with all those little things that came after us when Valis was. Oh, Valis.
There are 11 of us here.
Yes.
We'll have
If they
to
want
rest
to
at
come,
some point.
I think we can have them.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I do agree.
But I do think that we should be careful about this. You seem the most eager to get down here. Do you want to take point? Scout the next room. We'll guard this. If you need help, call for us. We'll come in to rescue you. And we keep leapfrogging if needed.
That
Sounds like a good
sounds
idea.
like a really good idea. Let's go.
Yes.
If we come to a fork in the road, we can talk about racing then. But right now, I'm just seeing one passage out of here.
Yes, and it's no good to deplete both of our resources at the same time. Rather do it in split shifts so we can try and recover so that we're both not, depleted at the same time. Battle strategies and all that.
Indeed. All right.
All right, let's
So
go.
we'll stay back here and guard. Anybody who wants to make an insight roll on IO may do so.
Friggin' on it.
Sure.
Also, definitely feel free to just provoke for that.
Kaeko does nothing
It'll
with
be a 7.
a 1.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
21.
21. Okay.
21.
Neither of you are exactly sure her angle, but you think that it is at least partially tinged with concern for Maggie.
Valid.
On her deception, she got a 28. So,
Ooh.
or 20.
Damn.
She rolled a base 19, so it's definitely. Let me double check that. It's at least 23. But
Io, you big softie.
deception. Yeah, 21. So, or 22, 21 total. So Sabina, you're like pretty sure that she is just mostly focused on protecting her friends.
Mm-hmm.
There might
So
be
how are you
a
gonna
bit of
rival
angle.
that,
There might be a little
Sabina?
fear in there.
Might be. It's definitely more protective, but it is a sound strategy rather than
just-
you all just clumping up.
Makes sense. All right, let's go then.
Call us if you need us.
Of course.
As well for you, if you suddenly get ambushed by more of those things, you also let us know.
Of course. Defensive formations. Maggie, rest as much as you can. Okay. And with that, you can see that there is a single corridor in front of you. Do you head in?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Swimming to the north, the water shimmers in front of you in this grotto. You enter through its southern chamber, and as you do, it seems to vanish. The water around you begins to dissolve. Suddenly, the water shimmers as you're transported out of the undersea gloom and into a child's room. Simple comforts are scattered around the room's perimeter. A teddy bear, overgrown with iridium, a cradle lined with iridium spikes, and a rocking horse with tendrils of iridium crawling up one side of it. Simple toys are scattered on the floor with more of them on small wooden shelves. All of them are laced with iridium. Sunlight shines into the room through two small high windows. You hear muffles coming from outside, with an occasional thud. You are in a small room. You can see that there's light kind of streaming in outside. There's a door that leads to the rest of the house from here. And you will see that the room is, in fact, as stated, overgrown and encased with ruidium. Does anybody look around?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
rush to the crib to make sure there's not a baby in there.
Are we like normal sized in the room? Or are we like small?
You are yourselves all standing in this room.
Yeah, Keiko's gonna look around for sure.
Okay, you rush. The crib is empty. As you go to it, you can see that there's like a mobile above it. That seems fairly devoid of iridium. A little bit's creeping down the string that it's hanging from. Various birds and like a star, a sun, hanging from the mobile above the bed. But there's no baby inside Dorlen. Who else was examining things? Okay, Kaeko, what are you looking for?
I think she's gonna start to go towards the window of the room to try and look out and see where we are.
Okay. As you are going to try to do that, is anyone else looking around the room at anything inside of there?
Zenada's gonna try and look back to see, did we come through a pathway into here, like a broken wall, or did we somehow trigger a magical thing where we just appeared?
You just appeared. There is
shit.
way out of this. Maybe Keiko's right.
She's
Maybe
gonna
heading
suggest
outside.
that we should notify the others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Xarria or Sabina, is there anything that you're doing?
I was gonna look maybe under the crib, see if there's anything under the crib.
Yep. As you were looking under the crib, you were going to come face to face with the side of the rocking horse, where you will see that a name is carved along the side of it.
Oh,
Elixion.
right.
And Sabina, what do
sense.
you do?
We've got the window covered. We've got the back covered.
Dax is
we've got
going to
the crib
walk up and
covered
start
both.
sniffing the teddy bear, thinking it might be a toy.
Yes, the teddy bear.
I was gonna say, yeah, she'll probably take a look at it and maybe try to like pull it away from him if it's covered in ruidium.
You're gonna
doesn't want to get
you're
him
gonna
worse.
grab it and you're gonna pick it up, and you are going to hear a voice echo through just through the room. You'll recognize it as Elixion's. Such a thing no longer holds a special place in my heart, but it might be worth something to you. And as that happens, Kaeko, moving to the window, you are going to angle and look outside. You're going to see two human beings. You'll recognize them as the parents from the vision. Olive-skinned, bushy brown beard, and worry scarred face on the woman. Simple dirt-stained garments cover them, each made from a single piece of cloth belted to keep them from being nude. Above them, you are going to see a couple of people moving. Their faces are shadowy, indecipherable. And as you look at that, you are going to see that these figures are beating the man and woman. You'll hear a voice. You have found me, my friends. Witness my earliest memory. The pain of a child born under the ill-fated sign of ruinous. We were turned on by friends and kinfolk as war waged around us. Many people suffered from my presence. My parents most of all. There's a loud crack, and one of the shadowy figures strikes Elixion's father, sending him to the ground. My story begins with them. Their story dies with me, he will say to you. And I think that's where we're going to take a quick break. So,
Oh,
yeah,
hell no.
Oh boy.
we'll be back in just a minute, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the part of the program where we talk to the chat. Let's put like 5-ish minutes on because we got a lot to do tonight. I wanted to thank everybody, wish you all happy holidays, and say thanks for being here. Christa, you have de-wigged because you have a bad headache coming in. So if anybody's wondering what happened to Sabina's hair,
I tried to recreate it a little bit.
Honestly, you did a pretty solid job.
Not too bad for 2 minutes.
So I am super excited for Dragonlance tomorrow. And I am very excited for that. I think they're doing the test of the Fray engine tomorrow. I got to double check it to be sure, because I haven't completely read the chapter. I'm only just skimmed that, but tomorrow's my Breaking the Apart day. That's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be great. I love that game. Also, over on Patreon, if you're on our Patreon right now, we do a couple times a month. We do like off-stream recordings so that I have something I can edit, make a little fancier. Like Christa's Honey Heist game had a lot of editing in it. All of our games that were for They Came From were edited to shit. Like they were just crazy edited. But we have done polls for the most recent one. So if you're on the Patreon, go vote. It's good until the end of the year. But right now, it is all Onyx Path properties that are like double the votes of everything else. It's really ridiculous. And I've got some great ideas. I've got a Scion game potentially in the works that is super kind of sexy, actually. So I got to pick the right cast because it's actually got like... Here, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll put it in the chat. So it's one of those things where like sexiness and consent is going to have to be forefront of that game. Hold on, I'm going to type that to the player so they can see. There you go. That's the point of the game, is trying to retrieve that.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Oh no.
So there's probably some sexy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
More Scion always. Yes.
Hmm.
Hell yes, Gagwater. More Scion always.
That sounds entertaining.
Then Demon the Descent is really high on that list, and so is Hunter the Vigil, but I already have something for Hunter the Vigil. I already have that already casted, and we're just waiting for the graphics to do that, because we're trying something a little new. Michael's got some ideas for what we should do with that. The Hunter game's going to be ridiculous, and y'all have seen, I think that somebody has already told you guys about that. I think it might be me. So hey, if you want to go and see those in advance or vote on them to make sure they happen, join the Patreon. Anybody can vote on that, even the $1 tiers. But you get to see it in advance if you're a $5 tier or higher. We are only 2 people away from Robin having to run Radiant Citadel. 4 or 5, I can't forget. I think we're losing 3 people because of like a couple people are moving and they had to like save money, which totally fine. Thank you for your contributions at this date. But if you go over there and join the Patreon, it helps. It really does. We're looking for art for that game, and I have my character in mind so long as the Patreon approves of it. I think they will, because he's going to be grumpy. And I think it'll be the opposite of my normal himbo characters, which I think would be ideal. The other thing that I wanted to say is... thank you again, Christa, for running Honey Heist. We also thank you for the work that you were doing on Strixhaven, because Strixhaven is between seasons right now. We're coming back in February. But in the meanwhile, in January, we have 2 games that are going to be ran with guest casts. And we are assembling a really neat crew of people for you, some of which you've never seen on the channel before.
I'm very excited.
But you've seen on other channels before, and maybe even seen us play with on other channels. So it's going to be 2 fun games. I'm writing up modules for Christa to run, and those modules will be released on Patreon for free, and will be put up on, or a version of them, because I think I can't release the exact same one for free. But the rest of them are going up on ttrpg or DM's Guild. They'll be going up there as supplemental adventures for like $1.
Oh, and I need to send you all of Apotheon's maps so that you can put those up as well.
I would love that. Yeah, if he's down for me releasing those. Also,
he said that they're good to go up on Patreon.
Oh, cool. So for other people that need to be thanked real quick, I also want to thank Ping for giving us the ability to do these lovely broadcasts. Last episode, we were all potato quality. That was my fault. That was the outcode. And I don't think we look potato quality now, right? Because I took the setting that had been put at low and put it at twice what it's supposed to be on default. So
it hasn't caught my eye yet. So I think it's good, because I was noticing I think Dragonlance and Honey Heist, it was catching my eye on Twitch that I was pixelating out whenever I moved.
Okay, it should be fine now. But with that, I just want to say thank you all for being here. I hope you've had a wonderful year with us. This has been a year of phenomenal growth for the channel. I mean, since Dragonlance dropped, our YouTube has gone up by like 1,000 subs in a single month, which, for someone like PewDiePie, that's nothing. But for us, that's like 1/6 of our total again, or 1/5 of our total again. Yeah. Because streams like this don't get as big of press. Like, this is one of those like niche gigs where, like, when I went into this as a DM, I knew like, okay, I'm not going to be pulling Critical Role numbers. You know, we're not going to be making that kind of money. But you know, you kind of settle in with an amazing community, and that's what we ended up with. And thank you. It really matters. Also, thanks all the raids. We had tons of raids. We had raids from Blackwater. We had raids from a bunch of people. The Guild Superior and a bunch of other people came and raided us. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Iron Warrior X. You're the best stream on the internet. Also, a quick reminder that tomorrow night we have another draw. So come during the break. If you have to stick around for the draw during the break, but at any point you can enter the contest. Look for the tagged comment over in Twitch to win a set of Norse Foundry dice, because Norse Foundry is gifting us a full set of metal dice and a Boulder D20 to give away during Dragonlance, and our last one is being given away tomorrow. So come, watch, enter, and win. We've already had 4 winners. If you already won, maybe don't enter again, just because, you know, just be fair to everybody else. And I have sent you an email address, I have sent you an email from one of my accounts. So you should have, if you've won, an email in your box from me right now that says, hey, choose what dice you want, and I'll put you in contact. So yeah, I think that's.
Which, speaking of Dragonlance, can I say I'm absolutely shocked that Session 0 has 12k views
for a Session 0. That's
for Session 0.
That's pretty insane.
That's wild.
Like, hell, guys.
And it doesn't even have any
like,
dragons or any lances.
The 3rd episode at this point, and the Session 0 has 12k.
That's intense. Wow.
All right, so, folks, I think it's probably about time for us to head back in. What do you say? Is there any last announcements? Anything we got to do?
I'm gonna eat another chocolate.
That sounds fantastic. So we've
are, like,
got
my
for the rest of the
favorites.
year. I just want to
They're the
go
green
real
and white
quick.
things.
So for the rest of the year, we have this session, we have Dragonlance, and then are we done until? We're done until 2023. That feels weird. Oh no, we're not.
We have Vampire.
We have Vampire on Thursday. So, for those who didn't see that, I think Dragonlance is gonna beat Witchlight. I think. I really think it is.
It's almost there already. Like, it's half after 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Which is just, Dragonlance is so good, guys. It's such a good game, and I love the world so much. And it's obvious that people like Matt Mercer love the world so much too, because this game has a lot of Dragonlance impact in it. But again, thank you. And come for Requiem. Requiem is... It's funny, most of the Requiem viewers don't watch Netherdeep, so they're not going to hear me say this, but like we're in the last like 2 to 4 episodes of that chronicle. We're wrapping it up pretty soon, so you definitely want to come and watch the end. We've got a game this Thursday. We've got another game on the 12th. And then I think we only have one more game after that, but that's going to depend largely on what the players do. It could be over next session if they all die. Forever dead.
I mean, some of us are pretty close to that.
Yeah, you got ripped in half last episode. You got
ripped in half and decided to botch on a stamina check.
You're fine. You're fine. All right,
everything's fine.
Without further ado, let's hop back into game and have a fantastic time tonight. Thank you for joining us. Reminder that there's gonna be some dark stuff tonight. Caitlan, I did the content warning again at the beginning of episode. And Xarria has 0 points of Ruidium corruption, right?
Yeah, I never had to make a roll for that.
Perfect. All right, so let's head back in. Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Call of the Netherdeep here on Dork Tales. Kaeko, as you look outside, you hear Elixion's voice say to you, "My story begins with them. Their story dies with me." A loud crack sends Elixion's father tumbling to the ground. The man above him, his face is shrouded, darkened, constantly shifting, as if you're looking at it through frosted glass, like you're not quite sure what it's supposed to look like. As if you're having trouble remembering the face even as you look at it. What do you all do?
Can we help?
Not from inside the room. Well, maybe.
All right.
Could.
There's a window, right?
There's a window. It's a 2x2 window.
Well, this might be a dream, but nobody picks on people around us. Let's go. And, you know what? We're probably not that high up, right?
Dorlen, Kaeko's in front of the window. She's gonna be like, Dorlen, you're gonna break some stranger's window.
Yes.
So there is no glass in the window. It's just like a shuttered, like
Oh,
old-fashioned.
it's just shuttered. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
So like you were just like
You
leaning out
jump.
of it too. So you can easily make your way through it. If you do, I'd like everyone to roll initiative, just in case.
All right. I'll be 13.
13. Okay. Okay. So damn, Robin. Okay. So we
My
are
dice
starting off.
rolling good for initiative.
Yeah, that really is. Okay, so starting off with Kaeko with a 23, then we're at Sabina, then we're at Dorlen, Assailants. Okay, pardon 1 second. So, okay. Then it is Zenada. Then it is at the very bottom we have Xarria. So looking outside, what you're going to see is these people are draped in worn out clothes. You leap out the window and hit the ground, and a little plume of dust tinged with red is going to roll out from your feet. These people that are surrounding them, you'll see now that you have a full view, there are 6 of them surrounding the two parents and are bludgeoning them and screaming at them. They wear wide brimmed hats, and their red eyes burn beneath in the shadow created by those brims, demonically. The shadowy assailants are screaming down, and as you hit the ground, the first person out the window is going to hear one of them scream down, "Monsters breed monsters!" And you are going to see Elixion's father's head jerk back as a tooth is knocked out of the front of his mouth. Kaeko, it's your turn. What do you do?
I think the monsters here would be yourselves, and Keiko's going to could she try and make like an intimidation check by being like, she's gonna pull out her sword and be like, step away from those poor people.
You can make it with a disadvantage, please.
Alrighty. Oof, that's rough. I'm gonna spend. Wait, I don't have determination in chat.
You do not.
I don't
Only
have
Dorlen does.
Determination. And Sabina and Zenada also were bought it.
Oh, you're right.
So it's me and Xarria that don't.
Okay.
So that's gonna be, without determination, will be a 14.
14. Okay, that'll take your action to do. The first one, the one that's leering over the father, is going to look up at you. No good ever comes from sheltering a child of Ruidus. He'll growl at you, and as he speaks, you can hear his voice start to warble. No good ever comes of sheltering a child of Ruidus. Like, you can't pick the pitch. You've heard choirs before. It's like trying to pick a single voice out of a choir. He looks at you and snarls. You see through the warbling, shadowy face, a jagged line of blood-red teeth are going to part and snarl at you. Do you have anything else you'd like to do? They're about 30 feet away from you right now.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Kaeko doesn't want. I spent my action intimidating them, so I can't really take an action to bonus action to survey the scene, can I? Really?
You can just survey the scene, yeah.
Yeah, Keiko's not. I guess is taking the dodge action is actually an action. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it is.
All right.
And someone has bought you determination.
Oh, nice.
And
Keiko's just gonna.
If anybody's asking,
chill.
I have any players, any dungeon masters who are running this. I have altered the layout of the room slightly, just because the original room doesn't make sense to me. So looking out, you're going to just kind of are you going to hop out the window?
Oh yeah, you said I hopped out the window, so I did.
I assumed you would. So hopping out the window, originally the window is like 7 feet off the ground. You have to stand on a rocking chair to get out of it. I'm like, that's not a house I've been in. This is a kid's bedroom. Like, it's like 4 feet off the ground. You can easily hop out. Dorlen has to step on something maybe. But so you're going to hop out and do that. They're going to snarl at you, and you're just going to kind of prepare yourself for trouble. Sabina, what do you do?
She thinks it's a dream, so she's not gonna actually attack things right now. 'Cause she's like, this is a fucking dream.
Mm-hmm.
Have the attackers like kind of stopped attacking to sort of face off with Kaeko?
A couple of them have. One of them for sure. The rest seem like they're going to get back into the mix in just a second.
Okay, I would like to shoot 2 arrows. I'm gonna try to not actually hit them, but I would like to use ensnaring strike. But can I like not do the damage from the arrow strike, but do the ensnaring part? Like, can I hit the ground around them?
I'll allow it. Yeah, sure.
Okay, because I know normally you have to hit a target.
I'll say you can do the ground. It'll be versus their AC to hit the area between them.
Cool. That sounds.
Are you just
great.
leaning out, or are you exiting the room or the building?
I think she's just gonna lean out.
Okay, sounds good. So you'll have to kind of stand on something to get a good vantage point, given that it's about 4 feet off the ground. So you want to go to one of the shelves nearby that is littered with toys and blankets, or do you want to just stand on the rocking horse?
If the rocking, can Dax put his paws on the rocking horse to hold it steady?
Yeah, you totally can.
Perfect. Let me just double check the rules of ensnaring strike. It would help if I could spell it. There it is.
Ensnaring strike, like the bird?
No, I did it in ensnaring.
Oh yes, that makes sense.
Totally makes sense. When you hit a creature on a weapon attack for the spell ends. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast it, and then I'll take 2 attacks, and one of them will be an ensnaring. The 4 isn't gonna hit, but the 13 plus 8 probably will.
That will hit. All right, what's my save?
It is a hang on. Right, and the target must see a strength saving throw. And it's going to be a 16.
Okay. And that's only one target, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I might shoot it at the main guy that seems to be kind of the boss.
Sounds good. Your arrow's going to hit the ground, and thorns are going to go, and they'll wrap around his boots, and he's going to snarl down. No good ever comes from sheltering a child. Ruinous. He looks restrained, though. Anything else you want to do with your action?
That is everything I have.
All right, Dorlen, it's your turn. What do you do?
Yeah, I was just looking up. I'm going to walk, just like try and walk into the middle of this and be like, "Hey, break it up here! No fighting! You can't do this anymore!" And to try and be intimidating and just like be like, "Nope, get out of the way!" and try and help. Or no, I'm not going to be intimidating. And I'm going to go over to. You said the father looked like he got really.
Yeah, his face is cranked real hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up there. It's just like, you can't hold them accountable for that. And I don't care if this is a dream. It's gonna be a better dream now. And I'm gonna cure wounds on the father.
Okay. You are going to you're gonna like prick him with the edge of your needle, and you're gonna watch his face, and like the bludgeoning, the swelling of his eye and his broken lips are going to begin to heal over, and he looks up at you and he grabs you by the sleeve. Alexian, get out of here. You don't need to see this.
Oh, no, I think you have me confused for your son. My name is Dorlen Wildrock, ex-professor Dorlen Wild. The X stands for, well, actually, maybe I'm still technically kind of a professor.
Look out! And he's going to like pull you against his chest as one of the ones above him screams, "You brought ruin on us!" and is going to come down on him with a with a very large implement.
Because I'm short.
Okay.
Let me know if that hits or not.
I will. That will hit.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs, okay.
Kaiko's just gonna wave her hand and give advantage to she's gonna give advantage to herself.
Sounds good. The one that is ensnared is going to take a swing down as he's acting first in their initiative order. The first hit would have hit, but Silvery Barbs is going to wrap across and is going to cause his cudgel to hit the ground next to Dorlen's foot instead, as his father, as the father, pulls Dorlen back like a child and kind of shelters. With that, the rest of them are going to act. Two of them are going to turn. You're trying to help the Ruiners? We'll ruin you, and they're going to charge you, Kaeko, with a bloodthirsty roar. And one of them is going to rush you with a cudgel and is going to probably hit you with a 23.
Yep.
All right, and the next one is going to come around and has an 18. Is that going to hit?
Oh yeah, I only have a 15 armor class.
Okay, you are going to take, from the first one, 8 points of psychic damage as one of them smacks you with the side of the cudgel, and then another one hits you in the stomach with the cudgel for 6 points of psychic damage. Okay, that is their rounds. Dorlen, one of them is going to try to strike you directly. If we kill the child, it won't curse us anymore. It's going to have disadvantage to try to hit you because you are being
I'm an
shielded.
adult!
However, I'm going to reckless attack. That's going to miss. The one next to him is going to try that as well. She is also going to miss. Okay. And then finally, the last one is going to attack the mother. And is going to hit her so tremendously she is going to crumple to the ground on the verge of unconsciousness. Blood is seeping through this deep gash on the side of her already scarred face. The shadowy man above her spits onto the body. Stay down, you mother of darkness. Zenada, it is your turn.
All right. Well, this is a load of absolute bullshit.
Yup.
So yeah. She's gonna jump down as well and rush over. How close can I get?
You can get right up to them. So two of them are about... so Kaeko, you stayed a bit away, so they're about 30 feet away from the window. Two of them are right next to Kaeko, about 10 feet away from the window.
Okay. I will help Kaeko with the ones near her.
Sounds good. You will have advantage on any attacks. They attacked recklessly.
Sweet. I'm going to make 2 attacks. Just my basic ones. I don't want to waste any of my stuff until I absolutely need it.
Sounds good.
The first attack is an 18 plus 9 to hit, so...
That'll absolutely hit.
I'm assuming that's hits. And the next one is a 19 plus 9 to hit, so...
Okay. It's gonna be 2 hits. Are you focusing on the same one?
Do they seem like 2 hits would take them out, or gonna need more?
Or... I can't tell you.
I'd focus on one then, because I'd prefer to put one down before I move on to the next.
Roll me damage.
Okay, so
as you focus in slashing out with your blade, you're going to realize that you're probably making the right choice in doing this. Roll me damage.
22 damage.
22 damage. Your blade lashes out twice, and the snarl that comes out of this man that you lash into as he rages his cudgel, you'll realize that it's actually looks like a farming implement at this point, like a clawed like a gardening rake, like with ones with the 3 claws, and is going to snarl and look at you. He does not look terribly fazed by those blows. Blood is kind of leaking out of the shadowy form.
From what I can tell is that from the previous fight, if I did not dismiss my echo, it doesn't vanish. It just lasts forever until it pops.
Yep.
So as such, I think I'm going to have left it farther back, and I rushed up to attack, and I'm going to use my bonus action to switch places.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So I don't get hit.
Xarria, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm going to rush over to the mother. Jump out the window and rush over to the mother.
Sounds good. She is badly hurt.
I'm gonna cure wounds her at a 2nd level.
Sounds good.
And then I'm gonna try striking at the one that that got her. With the trident, actually.
Ooh, good. All right, make me an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. So that's gonna be 15 points for her, and then...
Okay, 15 points for the mother.
Alright, I'm gonna use my determination that I just got.
Sounds good.
And that is going to be 21.
21 will hit, absolutely. Roll me damage.
Nice. Okay.
Don't forget the additional psychic damage.
Oh, what's the original damage? I don't think I wrote that down.
So Trident is a D8 or D10? A Trident is... it's only 1D6? It's only 1D6.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh, but you can throw it, and it's versatile, so you can use... Yeah.
That's fine. So that's just gonna be 5 regular, and then... Ooh.
Doesn't make...
And then 9 psychic.
9 psychic. Hold on, just 1 sec. I'm just gonna check something real quick. So if you are using it two-handed, it should deal more damage. So it's 1d8 if you use it two-handed.
Okay, I guess I don't have my shield up.
Okay, so what's the total damage?
So that was 9 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then 6 regular.
Okay, so 15 total. Perfect.
Math is hard right now.
Yeah, I feel that. Perfect. All right. Stabbing in, you are going to kind of like stab one of its barbs directly into the assailant's shoulder, drawing a bit of kind of papery blood from it. It's like the stab is solid, and yet at the same point, it's like plunging into sand. Top of the initiative, Kaeko.
All right. They're right there beside me. I just want to quickly look up if it's a creature. Okay, so I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Did it look like when Zenada hit it that it kind of like went through it more than normal, or like it didn't grip as much hitting it.
If she's a bit away from you and you have two guys directly in your face, like, oh wait, sorry, you're talking about
No,
Zenada. Sorry.
Zenada.
No,
Beside
it
me.
looks like it just looks like they're tough.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is dream-like, but you absolutely are doing damage to them. It is bleeding this kind of like waxy blood.
Okay. Is there, the way that we're standing, is there a way that I could angle a cube to not hit Zenada beside me?
Because the Nada has just left her echo beside you.
Zenada's no longer
Yes.
beside you.
But she will pop. She'll try not to pop
Yeah, you can.
the echo. Okay. Because she knows that thing gets popped with damage. So Kaeko's going to cast a Thunderwave at a 3rd level. Out from her.
Okay. What's my save?
So this it is a con save. 15.
Fail.
All right, so they're going to take 4d8 thunder damage and then get pushed 10 feet away from me to give me some fucking breathing room.
Sounds good. Roll me damage.
I am 4d8. And they failed, so they don't take half, which is always nice. Wow! That was almost minimum damage. That's going to be a whopping 6 points of thunder damage to both of them, and they get pushed
Oof.
10 feet away.
6
I rolled
points?
2 1s and 2 2s. Yup.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Okay.
That's a
all
3rd
right.
level spell.
So there's going to be, and you're going to knock 2 of them 10 feet back. They're going to stumble to the ground, and Harbinger of Doom. You shelter him. And
then as a bonus action, Kaeko is going to wave her wand and give some bardic inspiration by Dorlen by being like, "Come on, Dorlen, get in the middle of this. You got this, sir."
Okay.
And
And who did you grant? Did you grant Dorlen advantage before?
No, I gave myself advantage and then did a spell, so it was silly. I forgot I did that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I gave myself advantage.
Well, that's for
It's
1
very
minute.
Keiko.
The disadvantage lasts for a minute. Yeah, no, I can do it next
Yeah,
turn.
so you can do
Yeah,
it
no.
next
I
turn.
know. I know.
All right, Sabina, it is your turn.
Well, these mooks seem to be uppity.
They do.
Can I use my... So, I can use a bonus action for Dax to use the help action. Can I use that for him to give me the help action by steadying the rocking horse well?
That sounds great to me.
Okay. Fantastic. And then I will just make 2 attacks.
it.
I will go at the one of the ones that's like actively fighting the parents.
Sounds good. So the one that you've restrained is they're like, or do they actually have restrained on them, or do they have grappled?
They're restrained.
Cool. So you'll have advantage to shoot them.
Oh, okay. Is that the one Kaeko is dealing
No.
with?
So Keiko
No,
is like
different one?
30 feet back. They're like 20 feet back from the crowd, and the ones that are beating the parents are further down the road.
Okay. Can I reach them with my bow? The ones that are further away.
It's like 30 feet.
Perfect. I will shoot one of them.
Okay.
Not the one that's restrained, because I'm getting advantage on at least one of my hits from Dax. So
So you will have, yeah, that's true. You'll have advantage on pretty much all of them because they all recklessly attacked.
oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, in that case.
So technically you
attack.
can, you don't need Dax to give you the help action if you don't want to. You can have, you can
Well,
do something else.
I don't want to waste any more spells. I don't think so.
Fair enough.
I won't worry about it. Woo. Well, that's a 19.
That'll hit.
Okay, and oh, that's a nat 20.
Perfect. Roll me damage.
Cool.
Woo!
So the first attack is a d6, so 2d6 plus 4 for the crit. Ugh, gross. 7. Again, almost minimum damage. Go team. 7, and then that was all over the place. I need to move some of my dice, I think. There we go. 8 damage from the second one. 6 on the crit, 8 on the regular one.
That is a move. That is a move.
You're right. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my god.
Okay. So on to the one that knocked the mother to the ground. You're going to pump 2 arrows into it. It's going to stumble back a bit and keep lurching forward to attack again, but is pretty badly wounded, I will say. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
I unfortunately don't think I have anything else
All right.
I can do, because I don't think any of my cantrips are bonus actions. So no.
Usually they're not. Dorlen, then it is your turn. So you're being sheltered by the father who took a hit for you, or almost took a hit for you because of the restrained.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
That's not nice. I'm gonna get in on this, and I'm gonna try and get away from the father a little bit, and go after the one that he tried to take a hit. And I'm just like, I'm not Alexi. I'm an adult, and use the inspiration that Kaeko gave me, and try and nice one on that inspiration. But that'd be make it a 15.
To try to do what?
To try and punch him, the guy that was attacking the dad.
Absolutely, you'll have advantage on that.
Oh, sweet.
Unless I tell you otherwise, you're going to have advantage on
exact same.
Okay,
Yep.
that will hit though. So roll me damage.
All right, and let's see, where's that D8? There it is. So that's 9 points of thunder damage, and they have disadvantage to attack anyone other than Elixamia, and then I will try and punch another one.
Okay, same guy or different guy?
Different guy.
Okay, there was one that's looming over a mother, and another one that is just like about to get in your face. Anyway,
and Xarria is over by the mom.
Xarria is over by the mom.
All right, I'm gonna go after the one that's closer, and that will be a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
I think
Roll
that
me
makes
damage.
it. And that'll be 11 thunder.
11
and
thunder damage.
again, disadvantage on anyone but me.
Right, sounds good. You are going to pummel into that. Meanwhile, the thunder threw 2 of them to their feet. They are going to get up again and charge Kaeko with another snarl. That is going to be with advantage. That's going to be a 23 to hit Kaeko from the first one. That's going to be 7 points of psychic damage as one of them gets up.
Are these the ones?
No.
Are these the ones that I just? Okay,
these are not. One of them is going to rush Kaeko, smash her with the side of a cudgel. The other is going to lash out at Zenada. Zenada, your echo is going to pop as one of them stabs a wooden trowel through their chest.
So that was 7 points. You
7
said?
points of psychic.
All right, I'm gonna use my reaction to use Stone's Endurance to try and
Sounds
some of that.
fantastic.
I rolled a 12. That's nice. So I take nothing. Wow.
Okay. The one that you are right over, Dorlen, is going to attempt to hit at you. They're going to recklessly attack, so they're rolling flat. That is going to be a 20.
They still have advantage on me.
Sorry?
They still have advantage against me.
Oh, do they?
It's disadvantage to attack anyone else.
Oh,
other than
fair. So in that case, that's going to be a 23 to hit you.
Yep.
Okay, that is going to be 9 points of psychic damage. The one, how long does restraining strike last, or like ensnaring vines, Sabina?
I believe they can make while restrained. It also takes D6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turn.
Okay. Roll that.
And that'll be 3.
Okay.
A creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch the creature can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. It's a 16.
All right, sounds good. Dorlen, they were all clustered together, so I'm going to say that he could take a hit at you with disadvantage.
Sure.
Does a 22 hit you?
No.
Okay, so he can't quite reach you enough to hit you well. The one that seems to be leading the brigade lashes out at you.
What's wrong with you? Why are you attacking someone you think is a child?
She brought a curse on us! You are a curse! And one of them
That
is going to
hurts.
attempt to strike Xarria. Xarria, ooh, that is a 23 to hit you.
Yep.
Okay, and that is going to be 14 points of psychic damage. And
Okay.
another one of them is going to, the final one is going to hit Elixion's father again, causing a spray of blood to erupt across the ground. If this keeps up, like, unless you keep, like, pumping healing into them, this crowd is going to eventually kill them. Just gonna put it out there. Zenada, it is your turn again. There are 2 that are near Kaeko, one that just popped your echo, and one that just struck Kaeko. The other 4 are kind of crowded around the cluster of people at the over down the road.
Okay. I am going to reset my echo.
Okay.
And I'm just going to manifest it back into its spot because that's 15 feet away from me, I believe.
Yep.
And attack again.
Sounds good.
And now I had advantage on this still?
Yes, you do. They reckless attacked.
Okay. That is a 26. And a nat 20. Fuck
Perfect.
yes.
Nice.
Okay, so first attack is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack, 5, 6, 7. 12. That makes that second one 19 points of damage.
19 points
savage
of
attack.
damage. Okay. And that is going to be on one, so 19 points of damage.
On the second one, yeah.
Perfect. That is going to be okay. That one is quite badly hurt. As you slash into it, get that critical. It is near death's door,
Mm-hmm.
but is still up and at him. What do? Do you have anything else?
Oh, fuck it. Action surge.
Do it.
All right, another 2 attacks.
Okay.
Advantage, that is dirty 20
Perfect.
and 25 to hit.
Perfect. Those are both going to hit. Roll me damage on the first one.
Okay, on the first one,
It's first for first.
so 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay. It is still held up. Go ahead. Make me the last damage.
Second one is going to be 13 points of damage.
Okay. As your echo launches forward with your action surge, you are going to cut through it, and it's going to dissolve into shadow.
Nice.
Now there is just one next to you and Kaeko. The other 4 are down by the by Dorlen and Xarria. Now with that, it is Xarria's turn. Unless you have anything else you want to do with your action. Okay. Xarria, you have one attacker in front of you, one attacker to the side of you, and kind of like the mother kind of down at your feet. What would you like to do?
So I would like to try Crown of Madness on the one that's kind of in front of me.
Sounds good. I can tell you right now that was a fail.
Nice. So it does have to be humanoid. I don't know if this counts.
It will be humanoid, yes.
Okay,
Nice.
perfect. So it's charmed by me for the duration at this point. And I'm going to have it make a melee attack against the other one that's right
Okay.
beside it.
Sounds good. It is going to do this as a berserker because that's how it does. That's going to be a 19 to hit. That's going to be hit. Roll me a d12.
Perfect. Rolled a 4.
Okay, so that's going to be 7 points of damage to the one next to it as a crown of madness wreaths around its skull, and the shadowy figure turns and plunges its farm implement, its pitchfork, into the figure next to it. Beautiful.
Nice.
Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to use my vital. Yeah, I'm going to use my vital sacrifice
Do it.
and hold a boon.
Sounds good.
Give myself 1 necrotic damage.
Perfect. All right. So if that's your
My little
turn,
rolls are good for something.
right? Top of the initiative, Kaeko, it is your turn. There's one directly in front of you, and there is one that is pretty badly hurt. Actually, there are quite a few that are pretty badly hurt down the way.
Okay, so I totally forgot about my martial adept thing. So I'm going to activate my evasive footwork.
Okay.
So that adds my AC. My AC is now up to 20. That's nice. And then I'm going to take a stab at this bad thing in front of me with the frostband sword. Or it's not frostbrand anymore, but you know, it was.
Mm-hmm.
The thingy. And that is, I have my silvery barbs advantage. Does a 19 hit?
19 is absolutely going to hit.
So do you need this broken up?
Nope. Give it to me all at once.
Cool. That is going to be 10 plus 4, 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Keiko's going to move closer to the other, kind of flanking Dorlen with the other 2 people. And because I took mobile, this person doesn't get to make an opportunity attack on me.
Ooh, nice.
Because I forgot about that. If I've looked at my character sheet, man, I have not, I haven't looked at it in a while, so that's nice.
Beauty. Okay, so that was 14 of the first one. So, and then, so you are going to use mobile to rush up to the one that is kind of attacking Dorlen. What do you do?
Yeah. That's it. I only make 1 attack.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah, no, I'm just a bard.
That's fair. All right, Sabina, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I wanted to do a thing, but that's gonna make everybody else make dexterity saves, and I don't want to do that. Bugger. Yeah, I think I'm going to just take 2 additional just 2 arrow attacks on a couple of the folks that are near the parents in Dorlen and Xarria.
Sounds good.
So those 2 and those 2 advantage. It's still advantage.
Still advantage.
Awesome. Wow. 4 d20s, nothing above a 10.
Wow.
So with advantage, that's a 7 plus 8 is 15.
Nice.
And then 8 and 8 is 16. So
those are both gonna hit.
Those hit, right? Awesome. Okay. Whew. Okay, so one of them takes 6 damage, and then the other one is 6 damage. So 12 damage total on one of them.
Which one?
The one to the left of Dorlen.
Okay, so the one that is kind
Or
of...
actually, sorry, no. I lied. The one to the right of Xarria that's closest to the mother.
All right, sounds good. So that was a total of 6 damage?
12 damage. 6 damage across on
6
each.
and 6. Okay.
So 12 altogether, yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. That one looks very badly injured.
Yes. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Spirit underneath both the parents, so they can at least take a d6 of healing at the beginning of whatever their turns are.
That's pretty great. Okay, so that is going to be your turn. The healing spirit is going to start to bubble up once again. Is this like the frog?
Yes, yeah. So it's a little swamp puddle, but there's secretly a little frog in there.
He's doing all the work.
Exactly.
Does he have a little doctor outfit on?
Oh.
Dr.
He has one
Frog.
of those little like nurses headbands.
He's doing him.
With like
Him
the
the
like the
good
big
job.
reflector. No, that's a doctor.
I was thinking like I was thinking like the World War One little
Oh, so-
headbands with the cross on the front of it.
Cross.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except it's a
Alright.
symbol of the Raven Queen. No, it's gonna
Nice.
be Coralon, I guess. Because now I'm
Yeah.
Coralon.
That's fair. All right. So with that, that's great. You shoot one of them twice. That thing is pretty badly hurt. If you focus your damage, you can probably take a few of them out next round. Dorlen, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep attacking these guys. Whichever one is closest to me and looks the most beat up ish, if I can tell. Like they're weird shadow dream monsters. Be gone! This is no longer your nightmare.
Okay. So go ahead. You'll have advantage on all of your attacks because that's what they did. Go ahead, make me an attack roll. There are yes. So there are 4 of them, 3 of them within your line of sight.
Okay, whoever's looking most beat up by the dad, because that's who I'm. Xarria's got the mom, I got the dad. And so that's a 23.
Okay, the one that is restrained by vines is probably the one who led the charge and has done a ton of damage. So I would suggest maybe attacking him.
Sounds good. So that's 23 for 12, and then
Okay.
a 27 for 8.
Okay,
Both against that one.
the main assailant there with its red eyes is battered and bruised. You can see parts of it are unevenly shaped at this point, as different bits of welt and damage is rising to the surface of the shadowy flesh. It's not that they're made of shadow so much though, but as you're looking at them, it's like, have you ever had a dream where you couldn't remember what someone looked like in the dream? And their face just kept like flickering to different people or different features. Their nose would be small, then large, their mouth, but it would always have like a single commonality. And what it is the hate in their eyes. You'll hammer your gauntlets into him twice, and he will kind of rock back, kind of almost like a Rock'em Sock'em Robot from where he is tethered to the ground by the vines, and he's going to snarl and make 2 attacks on you with disadvantage because of the ensnaring vines. That is going to be 2 misses, actually, as he... You can't let the child live! Live. Needs to die! Another
This
one
does
of them...
not end well for you.
Okay. One of them is going to crank you in the back of the head. Oh, actually, you don't think he is. So let me double check that. Nope. He's going to slam part of a cudgel against your armor, and it is going to make kind of a tinking noise as it bounces off. However, one of them is actually going to get under and is going to jab you with the edge of a pitchfork, prodding into you, and that is actually going to hit with a 23 exactly for 5 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I'm not sure if I hurt or my head hurts.
Okay, and then finally, the last 2. One of them is going to take a swipe at Xarria is going to try to take a swipe at the mother that you are over. I'm going to say that you're standing above is going to give them disadvantage, so Berserker Strike is going to be flat.
Okay.
That's going to be a nat 20 unless someone does something about it. 3, 2, 1.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. That's going to be a 12. That's not going to be quite enough to hit her with Xarria in the way with
Nice.
partial cover. Who are you guaranteeing advantage to, Kaeko?
I will give advantage to Dorlen because he's just freaking punching up a storm over here.
Sounds good. All right, so instead that one's going to miss. Kaeko, the one that you ran away from, is going to turn and charge at Zenada's double. Zenada's double, that is going to be a miss. That is only a 13. Well, what's its armor class?
Its armor class is 18. Sorry, I was counting to myself, so I was reading it out to myself, like where
All
it
right,
is
so that's going to be a
spot in
miss.
there.
It's going to launch itself and absolutely miss. Zenada, it is now your turn, and one of them just launched itself directly at your double.
Okay. So the two that we were originally fighting,
One of them is dead, and one of them is vanished, and one of them is quite
launching.
I think it's not quite half dead.
Okay. I will attack that one
Sounds good.
from
Give me
the
an attack
echo. All right. So 2 attacks. Do they have advantage still?
roll. Yes, they will. Assume that all of your attacks will have advantage because these guys are not. They're enraged.
Dork tails.
Okay, perfect.
On the
Bum, bum,
first
bum.
attack. And 25 on the second attack.
Absolutely. Roll me damage.
Okay. Okay, so that is 15.
Just give it to me as a lump when you got it.
28 for the first attack for the crit.
Okay. Damn, son. Okay,
Okay.
28 for that. And give me the next one.
And then the second attack, 14.
All right. 2 swipes, and that one is going to... You ruin us all! As it dissolves into nothingness. All right. That is another one dead, or another one vanished at least. Do you have anything else you'd like to do with your action? Move your doppel up?
Yes. How far away am I from the other main group of them?
20.
Or how far away is the thing from
20.
them? Okay.
Doppel 20.
I am going to move it close, but also move up myself so that I am within 30 feet of my echo, because otherwise it pops.
Sounds good. All right, that's good for me. Xarria, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I would like to let you know that the one that I cast Crown of Madness on can make a wisdom save. It should have been at the end of its turn.
It did not.
No? Okay.
No, it got a 3.
Perfect. Excellent. In that case, I'm going to have it attack the other one again.
Okay, that one is going to be a miss. But
Okay.
it still is going to attempt. It's going to try, and it's going to dodge. The other one is going to dodge out of the way.
Okay, that's okay. And I'm gonna have it actually, because we are kind of in a not enclosed area, right?
No, you're right on the side of a road, going through a small kind of decrepit Mediterranean-style village.
Okay, I'm gonna have it move because I can do that as well. I'm gonna have it move to being like around behind the one that it was attacking.
Sounds good.
Let me see. I'm just going to double check one thing. Before moving, I think I can make it move as well. Turn target must use its action before moving. On each of its turns to make a melee attack creature other than... No, I'm not really sure. Okay, actually, never mind. Don't. Well, we won't make it move, but I'm gonna swing my shield in front of myself.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Any other actions?
No.
Okay.
That is everything because I had to use my action and I don't have another bonus action. So, yep.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay.
They will shake off Crown of Thorns at the end of this round. Oh wait, no, it's
Okay.
at the end of their initiative, isn't it?
It's at the end of their turn.
So never mind. They are still under the influence. I'll roll for that later. Kaeko, it is your turn. Top of the initiative again.
All right. So Keiko's going to she's going to realize that she doesn't want to get super she's going to take a like 5-foot step kind of to the...
Oh yeah. You're gonna line them up there. Now that Xarria has moved the last one, they're almost in a diagonal there, except for Dorlen.
Yeah.
But you can
so
tag all of them with a cube.
That wasn't my original plan.
Oh crap! Did I just feed you a plan?
No, I'm still gonna go with this because this is a concentration, and I want you to clarify how this reads because to me it
Please.
sounds
What
like
is
I
it?
might get a double on this.
What is it?
So I want to cast Cloud of Daggers. So it says, when you cast it, center on a point within range. Creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So it says on a turn, not their turn. So they take damage on when I cast it and then again at their turn, or no, is my question.
It is. It happens on the beginning of their turn, so it only happens the one time.
Okay, cool.
So
Still,
I just
yeah.
That's how I've been running Healing Spirit too.
Cool.
So,
I just
yeah,
wanted to
it'll-
clarify that because I was trying to double dip, but
yeah.
seeing
Generally,
I could
if it's double dipping, then probably not. But it was a good try. There are a
Yeah,
couple of
no.
permutations where it does happen.
yeah, exactly. So I just wanted to see because the wording is very like potentially
Ambiguous.
odd. Yes. So I was like, "Ooh, is this a spell that gets like you get fucked when you cast it and then get fucked at your turn?" But no. But fine. It's still gonna happen. I'm still gonna do that. So Kaeko is going to set up a cloud, a 5-foot cube of daggers, and she's actually going to put it,
Kind of like around 3 of them.
yeah, around 3 of them. With that, the corner that has like a free space, would it get the one that's like diagonally touching it?
You would be able to hit 3 out of 4 of them.
Cool. Kaeko is going to do that, and she's going to place the cloud of daggers there.
Okay, sounds
and
good.
She's just going
A
to
cloud of
cast
daggers
it
are going
at...
to erupt at the back, so at the beginning of their turn, remind me that they'll make saves for that.
Yep. And so she's going to do that at just a second level
Okay.
for that. And then, so that's my action to do that. And she moved, so she still keeps her AC up. And then a bonus action, she's going to look at Sabina, and she's going to be like, Ranger danger, Ranger danger, and give you some good old bardic, cause it's been a while.
See, if I'd cast Lightning Arrow last round, you could have used Ranger.
Ranger, right?
When you touch, when you kill. All right.
Uh,
All right. So Sabina, if that's the end of Kaiko's turn, it is your turn. Go ahead.
Fantastic. I am going to get Dax to move is a free action, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have him just run over to help. Well, he's gonna just hang out there and maybe help next round. But I'm gonna take 2 attacks on the one in front of Xarria. The one that the other guy, the one that our Crown of Thorns boy has been attacking.
Sounds great. So
Okay. So
perfect.
let's
Rushing up. Go
try-
ahead and make me that attack. Dax will have advantage.
I'm gonna make them with my Actually, you know what? I'm not. Instead of pulling a bow or pulling an arrow out of the necklace of Coralon, she is going to pull a magical-looking arrow and shoot 2 beams of Eldritch Blast.
Perfect.
And is that still with advantage?
Yep.
Then spell attacks. Okay.
Mhm. Oh, it's great.
Perfect. That's a 12 and a 10. So 12 is a dirty 20
Perfect.
on one of the beams, and the other beam is a 23-ish.
Okay. Those are 2 hits. Roll me damage.
Those are D10s. That is a total of 11 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, your 2 blasts are going to slam into that one, dealing a bit of damage, kind of stripping parts of it away. Good hit, good hit. Dorlen, it is your turn unless Sabina, do you have anything else you're doing? So you've got Dax right there.
I was gonna say I didn't use bonus action, so in that case I will have Dax help Dorlen. So Dorlen, I guess it doesn't really matter because he has advantage anyway, but in case he's gonna help.
Sounds good.
Unless he can if he drags one of the parents out of the way.
All of that.
Does that invoke an attack of opportunity?
Technically, yes, but what you could do instead is impose disadvantage. The help action can also impose disadvantage.
I'ma do that,
So-
please.
He can hop on top of the body and be like, "No, get away!"
Growl. Yes.
Good Dax.
Good
Pretty
boy.
sure. You know what?
That's our Dax.
Pretty sure it can do that. I'm a little spacey today.
If not, if Dax can pull him
Dax is
away,
gonna
and
do
if
it
Dax
anyway.
can take. Okay, I was gonna say because if he can take the attack
Dax
of
breaks
opportunity
the
instead
rules.
of the kid,
Okay.
then cool.
Dorlen, it is your turn this round. What would you like to do?
All right, the same one I was beating on last time.
Nice.
All right, so it's a 28 for 10 damage.
For 10 damage.
Thunder, of course.
That sounds fantastic. Slamming your fist into the head of the one who seems to be doing most of the attacking. It is going to vanish around your fist.
That's right.
Now there's the one that knocked the father to the ground, the one that is controlled by the Crown of Thorns, or Crown of Madness, and the one that is kind of between you and Kaeko on your left.
I'm gonna go after the one who knocked the father down, and
Okay,
with the
sounds
other
good.
attack, and that will be 28 for 11 thunder, and be like,
11.
"You're going next."
Okay. All right, that is going to be a pretty solid hit on that boy, as you knock him kind of back a bit, and he kind of shakes his head and stares at you, and then is going to lash out at you with a strike, actually. That is going to be a 24 to hit you. He's going to catch you in the side of the face for
Ellie,
5 points.
was that a reaction for moving, or was that part of the start of the turn? Is that the one that's in the crown of? Is
You're
in the
right,
cloud
that
daggers?
is one of the ones that is in the Crown of Thorns. My saving
Cloud
throw
of
for that.
daggers.
A cloud of daggers.
There is no saving. There is no saving.
Oh,
throw
it's
for
just
that spell.
it's just like a billowing effect.
It's
how
a
much damage is that?
concentration. 15 points of piercing damage, I
Holy
believe, or slashing.
crap.
Yeah, no, I rolled almost max on d4s, which was like, what? So
Okay.
the I can roll each round, or did you want me to roll separately for both guys?
Roll each round.
Cap. So then the other one will take 15 on
Okay,
their
they're
turn as well
both
when they
still
start.
up, but only by the skin of their teeth. Damn, son.
Yup.
Okay, both of them are quite mulched. However, one of them has Crown of Madness around and has taken damage, which I believe either breaks the effect. It doesn't break the effect.
I don't think so. I think it's just can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of each turn.
Okay, that
I
sounds
don't
good.
know. It doesn't say that it does.
Well, it's the charmed, right? Is charmed by you.
Oh, okay.
So check
True.
check charm to see what happens there while I do that. So it's going to almost completely destroy. It's going to lunge forward, hit Dorlen for 5 points of damage, and that's going to be the end of that one's turn. Then boop boop boop, going down one. The one that is right over you, Xarria, is going to take that damage as well, and is going to take a swing at you. Okay, go. The reason that was is because the one that was attacking wasn't in the crown. or the
Oh,
cloud.
I'm sorry. That's what I was asking to clarify, just because I heard them go. So I was just
Okay.
like, I didn't know if
that
which
one's
one it
going
was.
to take another swing at Dorlen. That's going to be a miss though. Even. Oh wait, I have advantage. Wait, that's going to be a miss even though. And then the last one is Xarria. What would you like the one that is zorded by the Crown of Madness and the Cloud of Daggers? That is a hard sentence to say in a row for some reason.
Sorry.
And that one is charmed.
Also,
Yep.
I was reading the spell. It says it's because she takes an action to maintain it. I don't know if that.
Yeah.
So you're still
I
in
haven't done
control of them.
anything
What would you
else.
like to do?
Oh, I'm still in control of it.
You're still in control.
Okay. I'll keep trying to attack that other one. I'm
Okay,
basically
sounds
just
good.
taking over its action.
All right. Okay, it is going to take another swing and is going to miss. But yeah, is going to take a miss, and now it is going to be unless you have. Yeah, I guess that's all you're doing is just controlling it. So does it make its attacks on your turn or on its turn? It's actually on its turn, right? Yeah, it would. Okay,
Yeah.
it's going to make a wisdom save to try to get out of that. It's not going to succeed. Zenada, it is your turn now.
All right. I am going to have my echo attack whichever one's closest.
Okay, sounds
this
good.
point.
There is, you can get to the one that's next to Dorlen without a problem. It seems to be the most intact.
Okay, I will hit that one for 2 attacks.
Or pardon me, that is not the most intact. The one that is right there is the most intact. The one by Xarria.
Which Krista's fancy sparkly dice pulled through for me with a nat 20 again.
All right, roll me damage.
Were these ones advantage, by the way?
Yes, they are.
Okay, we did not roll them with advantage. First one don't matter. Second one does not get a crit either, but that's okay. Okay. Uh, 27 on the crit.
Damn, son. Okay.
And then the other one is a 28 to hit.
Okay.
So I think it hits.
So you are going to cut this one completely down and are going to be able to move through and attack the next one in the row.
Sweet. That 28 hits though.
The 28 will hit.
Awesome. That is going to be 13 damage.
Okay, you'll have to dance around the cloud of daggers, dealing 13 points of damage to that one. It is quite wounded. Xarria, it is now your turn unless Zenada has anything else that she needs to do.
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Xarria, the one in front of you is very badly wounded, and you still are in control of the one behind it that you're using your action to maintain. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So if I'm using my action to maintain control over it, can I use my bonus action to do something else?
Of course.
I guess it's a concentration spell though, so I can only do bonus actions that aren't spells.
That's true.
Right?
This thing is pretty badly hurt, though. Honestly, if you let it go, you think Cloud of Thorns might, or Cloud of Daggers might take care of it.
Oh, fair. That's fair.
You did walk it
Okay.
into the middle of like a Cuisinart. And then
I
you're
mean,
just like, I'm just gonna hold you there with my mind powers.
that sounds good. I'm going to inflict wounds on the one in front of me with a level 2.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead. Make me an attack roll.
Uh,
You'll have advantage.
Okay, nice. I rolled a 16
That's
and I
a
rolled
hit.
an 11. Perfect. All right. Let me just see.
I wish you
It's
the
been a
best.
while. Thank you. Thank you. Just because I'm upcasting, I just want to double check. Okay, 4d10 necrotic damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know how this is gonna go, but keep going.
All right, 18, and then... Oh my god, I rolled 2 10s. That's amazing. I never do that. So 18 plus 15 is going to be 33 necrotic damage.
33 necrotic damage. You're going to reach out, touch this one's chest, and it's going to dissolve into nothing in front of you, leaving only one left that is controlled by your cloud.
Nice.
And now we're back at the top of the initiative with Kaeko. Kaeko, what do you want to do? There's this one that is covered in your cloud of daggers.
Cool. It won't take damage until it starts its turn there, so Keiko's just gonna run up with her sword, and
Okay.
she would like to stab with my sword.
Okay, I'll say that you can move around so that you don't walk through your own cloud.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that too. Yes, Keiko's gonna like a limbo underneath her stuff. So this is just regular straight up flatty boy, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Actually, no, he did attack with reckless. So you will have advantage.
Okay. Well, I rolled the nat 1 on the second one, so that we're just gonna pretend I didn't roll that.
Sounds good.
But I'm sure the 14 plus 8 will hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Roll me damage.
Sweet. D10 plus 2d6. That's gonna be 11 plus 6 is 17 plus 4 is 21 points of damage.
All right, lashing out with your blade, you are going to cut through it, and it is going to dissolve into absolutely nothing in front of you. There is a moment as the dying scream of the one that you just stabbed's voice echoes. Nothing ever good comes from something cursed by Ruidus. Ruidus. Alexian's parents gather themselves, climb to their knees, healed by the healing spirit that is hopping around them at the spring where they're being guarded by Dax, and look around, and from where you were over Alexian's mother, she will reach up and touch you, Xarria, and say, "Inside, Alex. Everything's all right. They just don't understand." Do any of you do or say anything?
You did good trying to protect him. You kept him safe.
Mm-hmm.
They'll look
Let's
at
go
you.
back inside together.
Sure. They hold out a hand to you. And as they do, the world is going to dissolve, and once again, you are going to be back in the grotto that you were in before. Lit only by the Netherdeep's ruidium deposits. There's nothing around you aside from the grotto. However, you'll see that you have all of your possessions with you again, and Dax nearby. You had not realized, Sabina, but Dax is still holding the teddy bear in his mouth. And he's going to drop it into the water where it kind of floats around and looks at you kind of expectantly.
She'll pick it up.
Aww.
Can I wring it out?
You're underwater, it's not going to ring out.
Oh, right, sorry, we're so sorry.
You
Not
do it
in
and
the
you go,
water, right?
yeah.
Yeah, forgetting. All right. She'll kind of look it over. It's got like ruidium sort of infused in it, right?
It does, yes.
Dorlen,
Yes?
when I picked this up, I heard Alexia. We all heard it, right?
You did.
This is the bear Alexian said might come in handy. Can you keep it in your bag?
Yeah, of course. Hopefully we don't all end up looking like this teddy bear. And he'll take it. And put it
As she
in there.
reach out, you see all the like red veins like going up her arm as she hands it over to you.
And
Yep. Another dream fight. First dream fight. Successful.
Yes.
Good job, team.
as you find yourself back in the cave, the image of the battle, the image of that assault still fresh in your mind, a voice will speak to you. A whisper into your minds. What I understood from a young age is this. Because of me, they would always suffer. And with that, I think we're going to call game for the night. At the end of the Grottoes of Regret, and we still got quite a bit of Grottoes of Regret to go through. So folks, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry for the Depresso dungeon, but this is Trauma Dungeon.
It's still kind of a fun thing, though. Like, I don't know, it's just different.
It's different. There's a lot of stuff in this that's real good. My only gripe with it is, as we were going through that fight, I'm like, why did they have to pick a stat block for something that had like 60 some hit points per character? If it was like, because honestly, I'm trying to run it vanilla. I should have just hand waved some of them away, because once you set up the healing spring, it's like, okay, cool. You save the parents with that. They're not going to be able to, so long as you continue to fight them off. It becomes almost an inevitability at that point. Like, you will eventually fight them off. The question is just how much attrition you take, right? But besides that, I really do enjoy this, and I think this is going to be a fantastic thing to continue to go through, because we only have a few episodes till the end.
Oh my gosh. That's like so soon.
So soon. I mean, we're almost, next episode's episode 29. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wild.
Right.
Which I think before we really get going, I need to remember to indicate that, hey, if we could do a short rest, that would be great, because that would get me my action surge back.
Yeah, always refresh that thing. Hey folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for everything you do for us. If you enjoy what we do here, be sure to share this with your friends, share it around on Reddit or wherever else you talk about this stuff. Also, if you want to support us directly, you can always sub either on YouTube or on Twitch. Subbing on YouTube's free, and hey, I like seeing those numbers go up, and on Twitch it helps give us a cut of the profits. You can also go and support us directly on patreon.com/dorktales, where you can help push toward brand new games that are coming to the channel that are not this, and are run by some of them, which is really nice. And if you're super nice, you'll get your name read at the end of this episode, like Schulten, the world building producer, like my divine producers, DM Michael Gray, and my mom, Jan, like Soul Omen and Precarious, our demonic producers, or Tammy, the wizard of the Patreon, who is also a forever cleric, I should say. And then, of course, I cannot forget about Taryn, the original Dorktales fangirl, Buddy, Cubby Gummy, Amperthus, Trizelta, and the Traveler, who are all wonderful people, and our Princess the Patron. And finally, not a patron, but helps make the stream look this beautiful. Once again, shouting out to ping.gg and Bryn for providing us with Ping, which is the broadcasting suite that allows us to transmit high-quality video to you from our own places and spaces. So if you like the way that any of us look, it's because of Ping. And if you don't like the way that any of us look, blame our parents. But thank Ping for being able to know that we look like that. I don't know. But thank you so much.
You get a very accurate look at how we look.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Either way, your opinion is right. So Ping, thank you so much for allowing us to do this, and for just being so swell. We love you very much. And with that, we'll see you next time. Be sure to come tomorrow night for Dragonlance, and we'll see you next time for Netherdeep in 2023. Good night, everybody.
Night.